South Bendigo celebrating 4 premierships. At the QEO, it's South Bendigo against Gisborne. Here's Jock Clark.
Well, just about to get ready in perfect conditions this afternoon. Big question mark, really, over both these sides. And we'll find out whether South have improved and whether the Dogs are the goods. Up they go. First tap went straight out. Won by Allen for the Bloods. Cords half forward. Can't find a teammate. Plenty of Dogs defenders around. Taken down there by Bendigo. He's tackled to the ground. Umpire said ball up 60 metres out from the Bloods' goal.
Up they go in the ruck. Brazier did the ruck work on that occasion. 60 metres out from goal. Some good bustling work. And now they'll kick to half forward. The Bulldogs bouncing footy. Who'll run onto it? It's Scanlon in the area. Couldn't quite pick it up. Still 40 out from goal for the Bulldogs. Barnard Street end. They're all tied up. And we'll have another ball up. So we just camped shallow inside forward 50 for the Bulldogs. Umpire throws it up. Up they go. Big ruck work there by Scanlon. Got his hands on the ball. Goes to his feet, another whistle, and we'll have a stoppage. 49 out, no score on the board. Under a minute at the QEO, the Bloods up against the Bulldogs.
Right on forward, 50 for the Dogs. Up they go. Was in fact one out by Belcher then for Gisborne. Couldn't put a teammate on the end of it. Bloods have got numbers in defence. They should get out of trouble. Under the pumps, worked wide. Leon's got it. Cooper Leon. His hand pass went nowhere. In fact, they've given it up. Dogs get it back. They come inside forward, 50. Up they go. Scanlon flew. Couldn't complete the mark. Bloods defence have got numbers. They should get out of trouble. Tommy Brereton's got it. Gets around some traffic. Goes short. Finds a teammate. Mark taken in the back pocket. Maybe it wasn't because the Bloods played on. They've worked it all the way up towards the wing. Grandstand side. Little kick's good. And Cooper Leon takes it. Been busy. Been in 2 passages of play in the last 30 seconds. And he's got it on the wing in front of the grandstand for South.
Now he plays on. He'll send it shallow inside forward 50 for the Bloods. They fly. Good hard work at ground level. Ball spills out to Walsh. Walsh of the Bulldogs. He gives it off to Ford. Now Ford off half back for the Bulldogs. Up to the wing. Should have marked that one, Josh Kemp for the Bulldogs, but he had support through Scanlon. Scanlon inside forward 50. No target there. Big Will Allen there for the Bloods. They're trying to work it. The Bulldogs, it spills out again to Scanlon, who banged it on the board quickly, and the ball's been intercepted and taken by Torpy of the Bloods.
So Torpy's got it, switches play, goes right across goals, the Barnard Street end, wants a teammate out there in Haddo. He's got space, picks it up on the bounce, goes down towards the wing. Target out there's Hurley. Can he take it? He can't. Boundary line was too close. He picked the ball up, but he stepped over the line out of bounds. It'll be thrown back into play on the wing, outer side of the ground. Let's have a look, boys. See, I don't know. According to the scoreboard, we've played 1 second. I reckon we've played longer than that. And there's no score on the board.
Bulldogs go forward. Intended target was Scanlon. Tumbles over the line 52 metres out from goal in front of the club rooms, outer side, and we'll have another ball in.
And it's a long second.
It is a long second. I'd say we've been going almost 5 minutes, but gee, it's a quick start. Yeah, plenty of run and carry by both teams so far, John.
Umpire throws it in. Up they go in the ruck. Still 60 out for the Bulldogs. Receiving a handball was Crosby. His kick was, well, it's skewed and smothered. Bloods have got numbers in their back defensive half. They'll share it around. Swatton's in the area. He'll send it outside 50. Comes off hands. Bulldogs. Benaki picked it up over the top by hand. He finds Walsh, who's been in a few contests, but it's an intercepted mark, and the Bloods will relieve the pressure. Still no score on the board. 0-0 apiece on Bendigo's Fresh.
Will Allen's got it again. He's been busy, the young ruckman for South, as he kicks outside defensive 50 and finds a teammate at half back. Bloods play on with a short little kick to Brereton. He goes down the wing. Poor kick. He's kicked it straight to a Gisborne player who got bowled out of the road. The umpire said no. He took the mark beforehand, so Gisborne have got it. Back on the wing, outer side of the ground. Little kick. Just the distance. Run the tape over that one, Dolly. Yep. But they've got it. Still on the wing, I reckon.
12 metres,
outer side
if
of
that.
the ground. If that.
Yep.
12 metres.
Yep.
So now the kick. Up towards Scanlon, the target, went over his head. Plenty of Bloods defenders around there. They've been busy so far, but they've done okay. Worked back in the direction of Hurley. He brings it inboard. Now they'll go across the ground. Don't know where to. This could be dangerous. Loose ball. Now the chase is on. The runners getting their first chance for Shapano. He takes it for Gisborne. Goes into the forward pocket and finds a teammate who's marked. 50 out right on the boundary line. Wastes no time. Plays on. That's Camp. Josh Camp goes long and... Does he put that on the full?
Out on the full.
Out on the full, yep. Needed to centre it, Jock, not kick to where he did.
Now Torpy will take the free kick for the Bloods. We're just waiting for the kids to retrieve the ball. Hard up against the point post, Barnard Street end, broadcast side. Torpy, he'll decide to swap it to the opposite side, swimming pool. Oh, it's a good pick out. Finds a teammate nicely through Hare. Hare comes inboard to Horbury of the Bloods. 3 possessions now inside defensive 50. That'll be another one. Oh, it was nervous. It was okay in the end. It was Nolder. Nolder goes short and he finds across the body. Torpy again getting involved.
White it was, took it, and he goes with another short pass to Keck, who takes the mark at halfback grandstand side. So Keck's got it now for the Bloods. He's taking plenty of time. Then he actually goes backwards into the corridor, gives it to Torpy. Torpy will switch play again to the other or swimming pool side of the ground. Now the Bloods, they're out. Simpson the target on the wing, out of side, runs onto it, picks it up, goes to half forward, finds a teammate, chance for the Bloods. Johnson screaming for it. They ignore him, long, over the top. Good mark at the back in defence for the Dogs, and they should get out of trouble. Short kick then, taken by Vescovi.
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 Is that the way you pronounce it?
Is that a brand of ducks?
Shoes.
No, that was Muscovy ducks.
Shoes, was it? Whatever. Of the Bulldogs. Picks out a teammate in Shapana who didn't mark it. He fumbled it and lets the Bloods in through White. They've got safety of numbers here, the Dogs. A short little kick will get them out of traffic through Lynch. Lynch plays on off left half back. Down broadcast side wing. Contest. Front and centre for the Bloods was Will Allen, who's been in a lot. In fact, it's a free kick. Will go to the Bloods.
Well, it could have been advantage, but they're calling it back.
I was getting all excited there.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a build-up coming.
Yep, Nolder's got it.
So I'll have to reset with Nolder. Defensive side, centre wing. Poor kick. He was trying to pick out Cooper Leon of the Bloods. It skewed off the side of the boot and goes out of bounds. Broadcast side in front of the grandstand. Zip, 0-0 apiece. Almost 8 in the first on Bendigo's Fresh.
That first second took a long time to go, but the next 7 minutes just flew by like that, boys.
Story of your life.
Throw in on the wing, grandstand side, plenty around the contest. Who can pick it up? Hand pass out was from Braden Blake for the Dogs. Couldn't put his teammate on the end of it. Cooper Leon, he's been busy. He got it out in the direction of a teammate there in Finesse, who gets through some traffic. Running past, adding support was Keck.
Yeah,
Keck from half forward for the Bloods. Pass inside forward 50. And he's picked out a teammate who's taken the mark 40 metres out, directly in front. Best package of play of the match so far, boys.
Yep.
And a chance for the first actual score. 8.5 minutes, no score on the board. So the Bloods lining up. Antonowitz.
Yep.
And he has put it through for full points.
Yep.
Bloods on the board with the first score, and in fact a goal of the afternoon. That takes them to 1 straight. Gisborne yet to score. That's a Fresh Live score, sponsored by Poison Motor Group Epsom.
Yeah, excellent teamwork from the wing, and Keck, a great pass to Antonovich, who had space to move into. Both teams defending very well, but he had a clear run at the ball and took the mark, and he's a great shot for goal. But I think the first mark inside 50, John, by forward.
First positive bit of play towards goal, wasn't it? It wasn't rushed and hurried.
Yep.
Antonowitz, I swore he had long sleeves on when he started, but seems to have...
Well, that's why I hesitated, John, because was that Antonowitz? Looks like him, but John swore to me that he had long sleeves on.
Just trying to keep you honest.
Never listen to you again.
Out of the middle, Brazer is playing there. They're all tied up. Out of side, umpire blows his whistle and we'll ball it up. So good positive start by the Bloods. Gisborne have had their chances inside forward 50. Brock Harvey's over on the wing, come back in the side this afternoon. Bulldogs with numbers. Jared Lynch has had a bit of it. He goes short. He finds Crosby. Crosby tried to dish it off by hand to Benaki. Benaki fumbled. He's still in the area. He might win it. Ground level, hands and knees, and just some eager Bloods in on top of the foot. He did well, and almost smack bang in the middle of the QL would be your ball up.
Tell you one thing I've noticed already about Gisborne, plenty of numbers around the contest, but they're all too close. Yeah. There's no one to get it out to. They need to just
seem hurried,
outside
don't they?
Runners. Yes. Meanwhile, ball up again, still in the centre of the Queen Elizabeth Oval. Up they go. Belcher in ruck for the Bulldogs. Got his hand to it. Couldn't find a teammate. Take out important. Blood's player comes up with it. That's Swatton. Ran into a Gisborne player and lost the football. Cooper Leon. He's there to add support for South. Now get it out of the middle again with a long kick towards half forward. Daniel Johnson on a long lead. Gets the bounce. Takes it. Gets around his opponent. Turns from 60 metres. Gets a lead. I think it's a Blood's mark.
Yep.
Harvey.
Antonowitz was leading. Had it all... Had his name all over it, and another player went in front of him, took the mark.
Yep, eyes for the ball, Jock.
Doesn't he know who Antonowitz is?
Yeah, he might not have heard him.
Gee.
Yep.
So the ball is with Brock Harvey, who will line up. Player on the mark's probably 40 metres out, and Harvey's only about 10 in from the boundary line. So tough kick to add to the Bloods' score of one straight goal. Brock Harvey for South Bendigo. Runs in, straight, not a bad kicking action. Goes for home, puts it through for a minor score. The Bloods to 117, Gisborne yet to score, 11.5 gone first term. That's a Fresh Live score, sponsored by Surdex Steel.
That one there, South just able to get a player in the clear. They've been able to do that quite well so far.
And Brock Harvey, he's coming off a shoulder injury, running with a fly to the ball. It was gutsy.
Yep.
As the ball is on the outer side wing, kicked in by the Bulldogs. They've got numbers, but you're right, Jock, they're close. They're just too close. It's Belcher, feeds the ball out to a teammate who will now kick it inside forward 50. Intended target will be Braden Blake. Couldn't find him. Bounces in the direction of a Bloods player who might see it over. It's Van Human. No, he keeps it in. That was dangerous. Picked up by the Bulldogs. A short, dinky little kick.
Clever.
Back into the corridor. It was clever. Spotted up a player directly in front, and now the Bulldogs will have their first shot at goal. I reckon it's Lachlan Crosby with the footy, and he'll line them up to the Barnard Street end.
Yeah, Van Human then probably could have knocked it over the line. He was under pressure, but maybe wanting to keep it in. But
you're not allowed, are you? Knock it over deliberately.
If you're under pressure, you can.
Yeah, I think it's under pressure, but again, umpires.
Crosby makes it work, but he's popped it through for the first on the board for the Bulldogs. So they are 1 goal straight 6. They trail South Bendigo 1-1-7 in a good, close, tight start here at the QEO. We've gone almost 13 minutes in the first. A Fresh Live score update sponsored by Total Tint.
Yeah, we're looking there at Gisborne just pushing the ball forward and just persisting. Yeah, it wasn't brilliant team play, but able to get to a teammate in the clear, which was Crosby, who is a really clever player inside 50, Jock.
Are you surprised, boys, that so far Anthony Belcher's been rucking?
Yes.
Gisborne? I mean, one of their older players. You're certainly not looking after him.
No.
Throwing him right into the coalface from the tap out, and he got the knockdown, went to a teammate there in Shapano. His kick didn't travel very far at all. Was turned over. Bloods get it. Back inside forward 50. Dogs defender took it, was dragged down. Free kick South.
Yep.
Good tackle by Herlihy. And the Dogs player Vescovi, well, he was gone for all money.
He was. Kicked the goal.
So I reckon Herlihy's going to have a shot.
Yep.
He'll have to kick it from about 50.
Yes.
Player on the mark 45 out, directly in front. Michael Herlihy lines up, shot on goal for South Bendigo to the city end from 49 metres. Might have just got under it a fraction and a little bit wide off hands and through for a minor score. Takes the Bloods to 1-2-8. Gisborne 1 straight 6, 14 minutes gone first turn. That's a Fresh Live score sponsored by Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
Spear kicks it in for Gisborne. They'll share it around in the back half. Sun blazing here at the QEO. It's a poor kick. It's long, 50 metres. It'll come halfway between the wing and half back for the Bulldogs, trying to burst a passage as Shapano. Couldn't. He then picked it up. Little give by hand. That was okay. He went over the top and found Crosby. They're working it nicely. Crosby ends up with Lakey. It was a series of handball. They go back into the corridor. They're looking for it. Doolan by hand goes to Sam Graham. Sam Graham now inside forward 50 for the Dogs. Bounces to the rear of the pack. The 20 metres out. Bloods under pressure. Trying to make a path with Sheen of the Bloods. He couldn't. He's got support with a teammate through Torpy. Torpy hurriedly on the boot, beyond 50, bounces, ground level Benaki of the Dogs, places it over the boundary line, almost rugby league style, and we'll have a ball in 70 out from the Dogs' goal. 8 playing 6, South Bendigo lead.
Gisborne's pressure in their forward line lifted a fair bit in the last few minutes.
Throw in just outside forward, 50 for the Dogs. Plenty around the contest. The kick out of the pack favours Gisborne, goes towards full forward off hands. It's gone over the line and out of bounds for throw in, just about 10 metres around from the behind post. So the Dogs have got it deep in their scoring zone. The South defence has been okay so far though. They've stood up pretty well. There's the throw in. Blake wins it down, found a teammate. That was Crosby. He was tackled, lost the football. It's loose, 35 metres out from the Dogs' goal. No one can find any space. There is no clean air there, Dolly. And the umpire is going to ball it up.
Camped inside, forward 50 now for the Dogs. Up they go in the ruck. Blake, he won the tap, but it was not to advantage. It'll be the Bloods. A hurried kick across goal. Now they're away. With the footy is Oscar White. 1 bounce, then 2. Brock Harvey's breaking for him. Honours the lead. Brock Harvey had to punch it. Punches it to half forward for the Bloods. Outer side. Numbers are with the Dogs. Too high. They might get a free kick.
Yep.
And they will. They're under pressure, and on right half back, free kick will go to Thomas Wood.
So Wood's got it for the Dogs, just outside defensive 50. He's hesitant. Then he goes short to the outer side. Poor kick. Kicked it straight to the Bloods. Now come back inside. Forward 50. Marking contest off hands. Over the line and out of bounds.
Fresh live update. Maryborough 1-4-10. A trailing. Eaglehawk 2 straight goals 12. So 2-point margin.
Yeah, they're the kicks that not really under pressure. When he's kicking that, he should be able to hit a target, not kick it straight to the opposition.
You would think so. Throw in. Forward pocket for the Bloods. Up they go. Tapped over the top by Daniel Johnston. Couldn't find a teammate. Dogs defence work hard. They've got numbers. Sammy Graham picks it up. Goes wide. Good kick. Finds a teammate who marks just outside defensive 50. Outer or scoreboard side of the ground.
Now it's Wood with the footy. He'll send it long. Outer side wing. They'll set themselves. Big pack. Hare is there. I'm a poet. Don't know it. Goes, gets it on the boot. Finds Oscar White 50 out from goal. Now they'll surge through it. Back of the pack, bounces into the goal square. Was that a whistle on play? I thought it might have been the netball for a minute. But it's 1 for 2 high, and it is the Bloods. Did you pick that up?
Tonowitz.
Yep. He's a clever player, this bloke, John.
When he was at the front of the pack, he realised the ball was going to go over the pack. He turned quickly to make position and was impeded.
Yep.
So he goes around the body, even though he's directly in front of goal, like they do in the AFL, and pops it through for his second. So it's 2-2-14 South Bendigo, 1 goal straight, 6 Gisborne. 18 minutes in the first. Fresh live score thanks to Poyser Motor Group in Epsom.
Well, pre-game, Leah Harvey said about Caden, if he can get an early goal or 2, look out. And, well, he's got 2 so far and looking dangerous.
So the Bloods got a good start.
Yep.
They've certainly done well. They're inside 50s.
Yep.
They've made them count.
They have, and probably defensively, as you say, they're working very hard in defence as well.
So up they go in the ruck. Miller for the Bloods. Belcher still in ruck for Gisborne. Dead heat. Ball goes to the deck. Players jump on top of it, and the umpire will ball it up again. Secondary bounce, almost centre of the ground. Belcher won it down. Who can he put on the end of it? Can't find a teammate. Grabbing a footy was Scotty Walsh. He was tackled to the ground, and the umpire will ball it up again. Is this a thirdery ball up, boys?
Yes.
No? Okay.
We quite often do have them. So in the middle, it's Shapano trying to make a path. We might have a fourthie. No, we won't have. Braden Blake bangs it on the boot to half forward. Poor kick. It's all with the Bloods. Now they'll come back the other way. Short pass. We'll pick out Keck. Keck tries to step around. He can't. He just threaded a needle. It was nice. He found Simpson. Simpson by hand to Aubrey.
Beautifully.
Yep.
Got held. And now he plays on no man on the mark. No, the umpire says go back. Nathan Horbury. He's too far out to score. He's 75 from goal, right in front of us, commentary side. Horbury opens up the angle, decides to switch it laterally. They're lining up here, the Bloods. Poor checking by Gisborne, and mark's been taken right on 50. So, to the city end, it's with the Bloods. It's Hare. Goes short, poor checking again. Antonowicz just found a path. No one's picked him up. Led straight into it. It's taken a mark in front of his eyes, 40 metres out.
Blocked the hole in defence. Gee.
That's twice now he's had plenty of room to lead into. And that system South are using their forward line is working.
A player like Antonowicz shouldn't be able to mark on his chest.
No.
Unhindered inside forward 50.
It was poor checking right from the word go. When Horbury switched it laterally, they had players lining up. Now, let's have a look at Antonowicz. He goes high, he goes long, and it is good. The Bloods, well, we're not disappointed in the early stages of this game. 3-2-20. They lead Gisborne 1 goal straight 6. And we've ticked over almost into red time yet. 20 minutes have gone in the first. Bendigo Football Live, fresh live score thanks to Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
Yep. Clever play by Nathan Horbury here on the boundary just in front of us. He was never going to take possession of the ball and sort of just knew that he'd probably going to be tackled without it, and then used the ball very well across to Hare and then finding Antonowicz.
Yep. Smart play all round for the Bloods. Back in the centre of the ground. Umpire balls it up. Up they go. One down by Blake for the Dogs, and they're out of the centre. This time through Benaki. Has a bounce. Goes long inside forward 50. Can't find a teammate to take the grab. Crosby works for the crumb. He can't get it. Plenty of Bloods defenders around the contest. They throw it on the boot and quickly score. Kick it up towards the wing. Grandstand side. Contested mark, no one could take the grab. Umpire says play on. Bloods with numbers win it. Back to half forward. Chance for South again. Player to pick it up and take it was Johnson. He was tackled. Umpire said, I'll ball it up.
Yep.
Johnson thought he was going to get a free for a high tackle. Not to be. Up they go. Blake wins it down. Wants Benaki again. Can't get it out. He's tackled. They jump all over him. Worked wide. Crosby's got it at half-back for the Dogs. He can't get clear. Now he works it over to Sam Graham. Graham finds a little bit of space. Had his pocket picked. Lost it. Bloods come back from right on forward 50. Shot at goal. I think it's bounced through.
It has.
Was that Tommy Brereton?
It was Tommy Brereton.
What an absolute steal of the football.
Yep.
And the Bloods have got 4 on the board.
That's the early contender for, what's that award we have? Inspirational player, is that the one?
X Factor.
X Factor, yeah, that was X Factor there, wasn't it? It looked like Gisborne were going to take it away out of defence, and Brereton got the smother, followed it up, kicked to an open square, and 20-point lead for the Bloods.
Sammy Graham be saying, what happened to the ball? Played the ball a minute ago.
He did.
South 4-2-26. Gisborne 1 straight goal. 22 and a half minutes gone first term. That's a fresh live score sponsored by Variety Superstore.
And a fresh live update at the Camp Reserve. Kyneton 1-5-11 lead. Castlemaine 1 behind. Now the Bulldogs will go forward through Crosby into his forward zone. They need to get on their bike here. Foreman picked it up, goes one way, then the other. He's nailed. Umpire let it go. Probably wasn't retarded enough. 30 out from goal. Good tackling the Bloods, and pinged. Was a really good bit of work. Strong by Cam Taggart of the Bloods.
So the Bloods, they switch the play across the ground. Dangerous. This could be real bad. Wood goes in. Takes it for Gisborne. Centering kick. Mark just not able to be taken. 40 out from the Dogs' goal. Bloods defence now under the pump. Simpson works hard for them. He gets it on the boot. Scrappy kick. Just cleared defensive 50. But now they've got some numbers and a little bit of space to work with. Low pass towards the wing. Grandstand side. Not a good kick. Miller couldn't take it. It's turned over. Blake takes it for the Dogs, goes with a hand pass back to Ford. Macklin Ford wants support, gets it back forward. Now he's just outside forward 50 for the Dogs. Left foot kick into the pocket. Can he find a target? Can't find a marking one. They might have some numbers though. It's worked wide. Benaki's there. He's dangerous. Picks it up. Tackled.
Yep.
Umpire said grabbed high.
Yep, it was.
Free kick. Dogs free kick. Brad Benaki. And he'll have a ping from about 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Gee, they worked hard for that, the Dogs, though. The Bloods tackling was pretty good.
It was, yeah. Good play by Ethan Foreman. Didn't take the mark, but able to get the crumb and get it over to Benaki. So, but good, really good football all around, Jock.
So Benaki, well, he started the season pretty well this year. Lines up for the Dogs. You back him in from there. Goes for home, and it's an absolute dart. Right through the centre. Goal for the Gisborne Dogs. That's their second. And that was kicked by Brad Benaki. So the Dogs go to 2 straight. That's 12. Trailing the Bloods 4-2-26. That's a fresh live score thanks to Poyser Motor Group, Epsom.
Yeah, winning the ball out of the centre, it makes such a big difference on the ground, and Gisborne able to get numbers forward and just that pressure, and Benaki able to get the ball caught high and made no mistake.
Good close game here at ground level anyway. Gisborne they've had a lot of the footy inside forward 50. The Bloods, they've converted well. Benaki again through the middle. Now it's an underground ball to half forward. There's no one home. The Bloods will rebound, looking for Swatton on the wing. Swatton was strong through the hips, over the top, by hand to Keck. Didn't quite bounce his way. Blake did well. Gives it to, it was Lynch. Lynch further afield to Spear. Couldn't pick it up. Still contested footy on the wing. Now it spills out. Lakey goes for the Bulldogs. Hit to Wood. Wood on half forward. He's got a lead and honours it inside forward 50. Hitting Ethan Foreman on the chest. He goes short. Poor checking by the Bloods on this occasion, and they've just gained perhaps 15 metres or so directly in front, and lining up for the Bulldogs will be Trent Crosby.
Yep, he's a proven goal kicker, this fella, but yeah, Gisborne, excellent teamwork there. But Naki's really lifted in the last few minutes out of the middle.
Both sides I've noticed a little bit of poor checking inside forward 50 once it gets there. Crosby has made it work, and, well, that's an opportunity missed for Gisborne. 2-1-13. They trail 4-2-26. Almost quarter time here at the QEO.
I said proven goal kicker, didn't I?
Yeah, well, he's just pushed it wide.
Yeah.
Looked all right off the boot, didn't make it.
Yep.
Kick out short for the Bloods into the back pocket's okay, and a mark has been taken. Another short kick to Keck, who's covering plenty of different distance for South. So Keck has got it for South, still in the back pocket. Takes his time, and he's going to go back towards defensive goal. Found a teammate there, gave it to Leon, who goes across the ground further. Now the Bloods can run it out. They've got the ball and the space from half back, down the wing, out of side, play on. Horbury the target. Can they find him at half forward? They can. Mark taken. So the Bloods will go forward again. Maybe one more thrust before quarter time. Horbury's got it. The coach goes inboard. Gives it to Brereton. He takes his time, backs back. Now he wants some movement forward, and he goes with another short little pass. So they're still across half forward, the Bloods. They're probing, wanting something to open up ahead of them. Now the long kick, and Tonowitz the lead, knocked away, couldn't take it. Johnson's after the crumb, picks it up. Boundary line's too close, it's pushed over and out of bounds for a throw-in.
I'm liking the game of Johnston so far. Hasn't taken many marks, but competing well and gets the ball at ground level too.
Well, that's what they need, isn't it? Just the number of targets up there. Johnson in the ruck against Blake. Blake, a clever little tap to a teammate who kicked it beyond 50 for the Dogs. Scanlon was there, dives in after the footy. Camped halfway between the outer side wing and left half forward. We've got a Horbury. I thought he was going to get a free kick. He has.
Yep.
Yeah, the umpire handed it to him. Yeah, I called it early, Jock, and I went with it. So Horbury's just picked up a nice few possessions in the last few minutes. Goes to Sonny Brazier, hits him on the tit, slides over the, that'll be the chest, by the way, slides over the boundary line underneath the scoreboard, and the mark has been paid. Sonny...
I'll tip him to kick the goal.
No.
I'll tip him to pass it off.
It was poor checking. That was another example down the other end. Poor checking. This time for the Bloods, William Keck has got the footy. Just opens up the angle enough. As the siren sounds to mark quarter time.
I'll tell you one thing, Johnny. He won't play on.
I've missed that, Jock. I haven't heard that for a long time. Let's see what he does with this footy. He's underneath the scoreboard. He'll cross the paint mark of 50. To the city end. It's long, it fades, it won't be a major, it will be a minor in fact. So that takes the score to 4-3-27 to Gisborne 2-1-13. So right on quarter time, what a fantastic opening to this game, and it promises to live up to all expectations. So don't go anywhere. It's quarter time. Live Bendigo football on Bendigo's Fresh. South Bendigo 4-3-27. They lead Gisborne 2-1-13 on Bendigo's Fresh. If it's not local sport, it's not our business. The forward 50s, they just left the opposition open, really.
They did. I think in some of those instances it was midfielders pushing down. and probably not their direct opponent going with them, expecting a player inside 50 to pick them up.
Let's get the second term underway. We're here at the QEO, Gisborne versus South Bendigo. It's 27 playing 13 of the Bloods. The Bloods will, well, they don't win it. It's going to be a secondary ball up, as it so often is. And with only 10 seconds on the board, we'll have another ball up. 4-3-27 South Bendigo, 2-1-13 Gisborne.
So there's the ball up, working hard in the ruck contest was Sonny Brazier for the Bloods. Got it to a teammate who throws it on a boot. Goes towards half forward, free kick though. It'll go to Macklin forward at half back for the Doggies. Waste no time, they move it laterally to O'Brien. That's Jake O'Brien. Came to the Dogs this year from Castlemaine. He moves it inside forward 50, marking contest. No one could take it. Belcher's down there in attack for the Dogs. He can't take it either. It's picked up in defence by Will Allen for the Bloods. Goes wide towards the wing. Can he find a teammate? He can't. Loose ball. Numbers needed around the contest. It's worked out to Cooper Leon for the Bloods. His kick wide. And it's
out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yep.
I was just watching that boundary. I thought it was out of bounds. I'm watching the boundary umpire. He was in no hurry whatsoever. He was going to get there and throw it in his good time. So the ball's out of bounds to be thrown in on the wing, out of sight of the ground, early in the second term. No score yet. Still 27 playing 13. Bloods in front.
Blake tapped it into the direction of Lakey. They've got numbers here, the Dogs. Ball to centre wing. Good work. Bloods, Cooper Leon. Little handball, little give. They'll share it around. Torpy is there, but he just give it up to Benaki, the Dogs. The Dogs have a chance to go forward. The old 1-2. Oh, Collard. Still the Dogs with numbers. They're just messy at the moment, making really hard work of it. And this is Hare of the Bloods. Comes short, inboard to Simpson. Simpson invited to play on by the umpire. In fact, he was told to, and he did. He had a player, and he just picked him out. Cooper Leon he just ran underneath the footy. We're still 60 out from goal. Off half back, the Dogs. They'll repel and bring it the other way, and a long kick out in the direction of Joshua Kemp.
So Kemp, can he take it? He can. Wants support and gets it. Works it over to Sam Graham. Graham runs to 30, goes for home, and kicks an early second quarter goal for the Dogs.
Yeah, terrific play by Graham. Just took it on, and South defence, a lot of them had pushed forward, but really good goal on the run, and able to win the ball off half back and get it going their way quickly.
So Gisborne go to 3-1-19, trailing South 4-3-27. 2.5 gone second term. That's a fresh live score thanks to Total Tint.
We've got a good one brewing here. I can feel it. It's in my bones. I don't know if our nerves and our voices will handle it after last week, Jock, but we'll be there fighting at the end.
Yeah, you can feel it in your fingers and
Where's
toes
the footy,
as well.
Johnny? Who's nicked the footy?
Here it comes, coming back now.
They should write a song about that, Dolly.
I won't try and sing it.
It's 27,
not today.
27 playing 19, and there's no advantage to either side. There is not a breath of wind here. It's perfect conditions. It's still, it's hot, it's overcast. The ball is swinging. Up they go in the ruck. Good ruck work by Will Allen of the Bloods. Hurried kick out of the pack by Gisborne though. Now it's at ground level, halfway between the centre wing and half forward, but one for either a hold or a throw, it doesn't matter, and the free kick will go the way of the Bloods on half back.
Yep, hold, taken in half back by Keck, goes wide, finds a teammate on the wing, out of side, Bloods can build, lead on, good kick, so they've got it now at half forward, long kick up towards full forward, off the pack, at the back, 10 metres out from the Bloods goal, thrown onto the boot and kicked. Goal to South, there's the answer, thrown onto the boot at the back. Oscar White, you reckon?
I'm thinking Oscar White, yeah, number 8.
I've got plenty of trust in you blokes,
yeah.
maybe.
He won't turn around. You got to turn around, John, don't you?
If it's not him, I'll run naked.
But there was no one at the back, really. When it came off the top of the pack and went to the back, he just had that fraction of time to throw it on the toe of his boot.
Yep. And just, again, getting the ball inside your 50 quickly, it just makes it so hard for teams to set up and get organised.
Even if it wasn't him, I'd call it as him.
Yeah, I've gone Oscar White.
Oh, it's set in concrete now.
Yeah, that's right.
Will Allen now, rucks for the Bloods, but Gisborne, hurry kick again out of the middle, bouncing footy to half forward to 50, punched forward. Nice bit of work by Scanlon, who's done okay. But the Bloods, they're working half. hard. They've just got a sea of bloods. What do you call this collective, a sea of bloods? I don't know, but it's a lot.
A blood
Ended
bank?
Up, a blood bank, yes, I like it. Hare kicks it out to the outer side. Jeez, Jock, that was quick. You still surprise me after all of these years as the ball is in contested mode out on the outer side. 70 out from the Gisborne goal. We'll throw it up. 5-3-33 the Bloods. 3-1-19. We've gone 5 minutes in the second. Bendigo football live on Bendigo's Fresh.
Seesawing game of football. Kicked back inside forward 50 for the Dogs. Can't find a target in space. It was tossed up. Chance for Lockie Crosby. He couldn't do much with it. It's about 20 metres out from the Dogs' goal. Taken for them by Wood. He's tackled. Lost the football. Chance for the Bloods. Can they get out of trouble? Short little kick towards halfback. Intercepted. And the Dogs have taken the mark. Well done. Was taken by Macklin Ford. Sounds like a tractor. And he's got it just outside forward 50. Wants some options. Now he plays on from 50. Puts it high towards the hot spot. It was all Bloods. They could have raffled it. Cooper Leon takes a chest mark and will clear to the outer side of the ground for South.
He picks out Brock Harvey. He's playing his defensive zone at the moment. Brock Harvey, short pass, 20 metres goes. Spots up Cooper Leon. Geez, he's bracking up the possessions. Quick kick. It's ugly to the outer side wing. Belcher, very, very cleverly of the Dogs, just toe poked it towards the boundary line and it goes in for a throw in. That was very clever, wasn't it, Dolly?
It was. That's experience.
Yep,
200 plus games.
So throwing across half forward for the Dogs. Outer side of the ground. Up they go at the back. Allen might have got it to the front of the pack. Could he find a teammate? He could. Well done. Van Humen has got the football. Turns. Goes long down the line. I'll tell you what, he gained a lot of territory. It's rolled over and out of bounds, but he must have gained 60 metres. Smart kick. Van Humen. And the ball will be thrown in across half forward outer side. This time South in their front half of the ground. So the Bloods a chance. Waiting on that boundary umpire. He's
on an hourly rate, that's what's going on.
It's working like a well-oiled machine. Don't get into him. It's community umpiring week. Kick out of the air. In fact, went straight up in the ground. No one could take it. And the Dogs player took it. That was... couldn't see who. It might have been... Harvey. And he was tackled. And ball spills over the line out of bounds again. Just outside forward 50 for South. They lead by 14 points. And we've played 7.5 minutes of time in the second quarter.
Harvey's sporting those really nice teal-coloured boots as the ball is thrown in on half forward now for the Bloods. Ground level, shovelled out. Got numbers again here, the Bloods. They're working hard through Cooper Leon. I've called him a dozen times. As a hurried kick from half back for the Dogs. Bouncing footy. Up they go. Big punch. It's punch forward 30. Should have grabbed it there. That's a mistake there by the Bloods. They're going to get away with it, however. Geez, that was lucky. Should have grabbed it Van Humen on the first account. He won't make the second mistake. They all dive in the footy in. They've called to the umpire to give a free kick for a hold.
He's given one.
Dragging the footy in. And the Bloods are going to get a free kick. So you don't often see them... The umpire agreeing with all the players. It must have been obvious. Swatting now in the back pocket. Received a ball that was lateral. Poor kick. And he's picked out Chapano of the Dogs.
Oscar White tried to pick his pocket. He took it and ran, but the umpire called it back and paid the mark. And no, you can't play on because you have to go back behind your mark, son.
They're being a bit cheeky, aren't they?
He's still not behind his mark. Yeah, the third time.
Now we can go. So Chapano's got it. And half forward for the Dogs. Goes with a tiny whittle pass and found a teammate in Lockie Crosby who turns, plays on, poor kick, attempted hand pass out there from the Bloods by Oscar White, was intercepted. Dogs win it back through Lockie Crosby, goes towards the goal square, can't find a teammate. Player took it, that was Foreman, locked up in a tackle. Umpire said, caught with the football.
Yeah, that's a cred call, Jock. No prior opportunity there.
Well, it's only your opinion, Dolly.
And I'm not in a green shirt. I'm in blue.
You're not wearing white.
Yep.
Get off their back. Come on. So free kick to the Bloods in defence. We all know playing the game. You got to get rid of it. Kick out towards half back. Plenty up in the pack to contest the mark. No one could take it. Forced over the line, out of bounds, and it'll be thrown in a perfect spot, Johnny, for you, right in front of us.
Thank you. 33 playing 19. It's the Bloods by 10 minutes in the second on Bendigo's Fresh. Up they go in the ruck, right in front of us broadcast side, which is half forward for the Dogs. Benaki picks up the ball with strength, handballs it forward. No one in particular. Leon again for the Bloods. Offering support was Simpson for the Bloods as well. Geez, they're under pressure here. Dog, Shapano. Now Brock Harvey, Bloods. They're coughing it up. Away they go through Haddo to half forward. It's 2-on-1. The Dogs have got it at half back. Nice bit of work by Taggart. Taggart swings, goes to the wing and picks out his team out on the outer side through Josh Kemp, who's had a bit of it as well.
Kemp goes inboard, into the corridor, the Dogs, finds a teammate, back to Macklin forward across the ground, now from almost centre, forward, goes to half forward, great mark in front, Scanlon, wastes no time, turns, plays on, gets a lead, good kick, good lead, and the Dogs will have a shot at goal 35 metres out directly in front. Ethan Foreman with the footy.
Yep. Quick movement, very good play by Jack Scanlon, who just took the mark and off he went.
He just rotated like he was on a 5-cent piece, Dolly.
He did. Yep.
So here we go. Foreman, 35 metres out, almost directly in front. Oh, geez, he's pushed it wide.
He has.
A let-off. So the Bloods dodge a bullet, and the Dogs, they go to 3-2-20, trailing South 5-3-33, 11 gone second term. That's a fresh live score, thanks to Poison Motor Group Epsom.
Let's go around the grounds. Kangaroo Flat and Sandhurst. Kangaroo Flat 2-1-13. Trail Sandhurst 10-5-65. Now on half back, right half back for the Bloods is Nolder to take it down the swimming pool side. 50-metre ball beyond the wing. Johnson flew for the Bloods. He had support. He didn't mark it, but they're away. Inside forward 50 now. Whistle on play. Might be one for a push, and it's going to Gisborne. Geez, they were out there and I thought they just had some space. Short little give to Lakey of the Dogs. By foot, short to Benaki. Right half back, short again. Crosby by foot. Now Crosby short again. Geez, they're playing the short game, but they're working it nicely. Now another ball that's longer to right half forward. Breaking. Shapano hurries into the pocket. High ball, probably put his teammate, put it on his head. Wasn't an effective kick. Foreman really didn't have much chance. He tried to spin one way and the other, then stepped over the line and we'll throw it in.
He did the hard work, Foreman, then he just ran out of bounds.
5-3-33 the Bloods, 3-2-20. Gisborne, 12 minutes in the second on Bendigo's Fresh.
From the ball up, forward pocket for the Dogs. Plenty of numbers around the contest. Cooper Leon takes it, got it to a teammate. Blood's clear. Down towards the wing. Grandstand side. Loose ball. Who's got it? Chance down there for the Bloods through Hurley. He's tackled. Umpire says he's going to ball it up. Fair enough. He's paid a few of those for court, hasn't he, Dolly? Today?
He has, yep.
So ball up on the wing. Well done down there in the ruck by Will Allen. Gets it and takes the big hand pass for the Bloods, but went straight to a Dogs player. Kicked him back to half forward. Now that's repelled again by the Bloods. Back to the wing, grandstand side. It's seesawing footy. One way, then the other. Taken by Belcher. Hand pass out was good to a teammate. Dogs back inside forward 50. Over the back, loose. Foreman, 2 to beat, can't do it. Goes over the line again. And ball to be thrown back in the forward pocket for Gisborne. Yeah. It's going up and down in one spot.
It is. South are defending well, but they need to try and get it to their half-forward line and keep it there a bit. It's coming out very quickly from there.
Geez, I'd like to see Cooper Leon's stats for the Bloods. Yep. He's getting it every second possession.
He's got it again.
He's got it again, and he breaks through. Little handball. Give was okay. Jesse Sheen. Dangerous where they are, though. They're in the back zone. Haddo. Dive on top of him. He might luckily get a free kick. He just fans it wide with a bouncing handball that was effective in the end. Van Human. It's effective. Up to the wing looking for Johnson. To the back of the pack. They're out here, the Bloods. Good work.
Kick
Brock Harvey. Strong again through the hips. One way, then the other. Handballs it backwards in order to go forward. Oh, little nervous drop. Oh, the Bloods. Are they going to muck it up here? The player there probably should have done better was Furness, but they've got numbers here. Bloods, another fanned handball, out wide. Nolder with it, goes long, inside forward 50. They set themselves. Brazier is there, haven't called him for a little while. Hands and knees, 45 out from the Bloods goal, another ball up. 5-3-33 the Bloods, 3-2-20 Gisborne, 14 gone in the second. Bendigo football live on Bendigo's Fresh.
Made a good contest though, Sonny Brazier, and held it up. Now ball up inside forward 50 for the Bloods. Pressure's on the Dogs back half at this stage. Bloods player takes it, found a little bit of space, got it to a teammate. There's a shot on goal for South.
Yep.
And I reckon it's full points, isn't it?
It is, yep.
Was that Antonowitz?
No. It was.
Don't tell me who it was. Tell me who it was.
Hurley.
Yep.
Hurley.
Yeah, Hurley.
Gee,
Is that how you pronounce
Yeah,
it?
Hurley.
Hurley.
they didn't have much space. But I tell you what, South, now that's their, I reckon, second inside 50 this term.
Yep.
And they've
That's right.
kicked a couple of goals.
Yep.
So the Bloods go to 6-3-39. Gisborne 3-2-20. 15-minute mark of the second term. That's a fresh live score. Thanks, sponsored by Total Tint.
Yep. Again, something from nothing. Just persistence and able to reward for effort, really, and reward for their backline. It's working so hard.
I reckon the Gisborne bench will be filthy on that.
Yes.
Gisborne go forward now to half forward, out of the middle. Good use
mark.
of the body by the Dogs through Crosby. Now he turns and goes. He looks to go to the hot spot. They set themselves. Oh, it's 1-on-2. The 1-1. Did you get that? The 1-1 for the Bulldogs. And a mark was almost uncontested in the end. I reckon it's Julian. No, is it Foreman?
Yep.
Ethan Foreman, originally of the Tigers. Now, let's see if he can do a bit better with this kick. He muffed the last one. As we go around the grounds, the Storm at 12 and Golden Square are 9, so a 3-point margin there at Wade Street. Ethan Foreman on the left, city end, nice swinging ball straight over the umpire's cap for his first. 4-2-26, Gisborne 6-3-39, South Bendigo. We've gone 16 minutes in the second. Fresh live score thanks to the Variety Superstore.
Yep. Two really good contested marks here in that passage of play. John Crosby here on the flank near us, and in Foreman, he was outnumbered but just used his body very well.
I tell you what, boys,
he's a strong fella. Isn't he?
Yeah, I was just watching Jack Reaper.
Yep.
Been on the bench for a while, and they've given him a couple of little tests, jogs up and down the line, and comes back to the bench and sitting down. I don't reckon he's looking all that good at the moment.
No.
Ball up, back, and he's a key player for them. Back in the centre, ball up. Dogs can take it out of the middle. Can they? No, they've coughed it up. Taken by Swatton. Runs his measure. Then kicks to half forward. Target down there's Keck. Can't keep it in. Ball goes over the line and out of bounds for a throw in just outside the Bloods forward 50 zone. So throw in to take place. Good game of footy. Good conditions. Not much in it. The Bloods and Gisborne. Up they go from the throw-in. Blake at the back, won it to the front. Couldn't put a teammate on the end of it. Was well crumbed and taken by Brereton down there for the Bloods. Left foot kick, deep inside forward 50. Couldn't put a teammate on the end of it. Now the Bloods, a chance. Danger for the Dogs' defence, but they work it outside defensive, the forward 50. Now they kick it quickly out of defence towards the centre of the ground, but an errant kick and Jesse Sheehan's taken the mark. Sheehan for the Bloods. Waste no time. Long, up towards forward 50.
Well done.
No one could take the mark. Crumbed by Harvey. Runs his measure. Goes for home. Kicks a point.
Excellent roving though, wasn't it?
Beautifully taken off the pack.
Kevin Bartlett style.
40 plays 26. 18 minutes gone second term. Bloods in front.
Geez, Harvey's hit the ground running, hasn't he, after having an injury concern and he was out last week.
And he was out Thursday night.
And it was a cloud today. He didn't tell his mother he wasn't playing.
Had to have his shoulder stitched back on, didn't he?
Dogs take a mark through Jack Scanlon on the wing. Fresh live update at North Central. The Charlton Navies are up by a point against St Arnaud. 22 playing 21.
We never liked St Arnaud.
As the ball is in front of us, broadcast side, half forward for Gisborne. We'll have another ball up. So it's 40 playing 26. We've gone almost 19 in the second. Good, hard contest here. It's everything we hoped it to be. His kick is smothered. Spills in the direction of Hurley. I got that right. Gives it to Brereton by hand. He's got support through Hurley. He got the old 1-2. 2 bounces to half forward. He'll send it long. He sends it wide. It won't score. A mark's been taken actually on the point line by Antonowitz. There's a bit of a scurry by the Dogs just to pick up their men because he would have been quite entitled to look inboard, which he didn't, but he's either going to run around or he's going to go the banana. In fact, I fancy the banana because he's on the wrong side. Spins the ball. In fact, he puts the ball on the ground and puts his mouth guard into his sock.
I'll back him to kick this.
You see them kick him from that pocket, don't you? It's outer side, near the club rooms. He looks inboard, a little sneaky give. He actually did both. He ran inboard, put it on the outside of the boot for a banana, and whacked it through. Blood 7-4-46. What a goal that was. They lead to 4-2-26. We've almost ticked over to the 20-minute mark of the second term. fresh live score thanks to Surdex Steel.
Yeah, great play by Caden, who takes a great mark for his size. He uses his body really well, but it was Brereton and Hurley who's setting the play up, and I like the way Hurley goes about it as well, John. He's having a great game for them.
So every time the Dogs get one, the Bloods have got the answer, boys.
They have, yep.
Back in the centre of the ground. Umpire with the footy. Be Miller in ruck for South. And up they go. Miller wins it down. Dogs might get it though. No, a Dogs player took it. He was collared, lost it, got it clear low. They'll find some space. Wobbly, scrappy old kick all the way along the ground to half forward for Gisborne. Picked up though by Brock Harvey. Drives the Bloods back to half forward. Finds a teammate. Took it on the bounce. Immediately tackled to the deck. They locked him up very quickly. Umpire said no pry. In fact, it was Keck, and he gets up from the bottom. The umpire's going to ball it up. So ball up, across half forward for the Bloods. Grandstand side, up they go. Blake goes up, wins it down, but he's tapped it over the line and out of bounds. And the boundary umpire will throw it back into play. Next couple of goals here be interesting. There's the throw in, up they go. Blake at the bell. Both ruckmen mistimed it and missed. Chance for the Dogs, taken by Rogers. Couldn't get through the traffic. Lost the footy. Bloods take it back. Kick towards full forward. No one could take the mark. Rove down there by Brazier. Shot at goal.
Yep.
And he's put it. It was Sonny, wasn't it?
Yep.
Big Sonny. And he's put it through. Oh, another one to the Bloods. 2 in a row. Big Sonny Brazier doing the little fellow's job, Dolly, and putting it through. That takes South to 8-4-52. Gisborne a 4-2-26. 21 and a half gone, second term. That's a fresh live score sponsored by Poyser Motor Group Epsom.
Yep, bounced it through, but did it really well. Got the lucky bounce. You don't always see him happen that way, but I like his work rate. I think that's the thing with South. Their forwards, they're not getting a lot of opportunities, but they work really hard when it's up there.
Fresh live update from Maryborough. Maryborough 23, Trail Eaglehawk 59. So a lot closer towards half-time than I thought it otherwise may have been. Zach Hare on half-back. Goes to Oliver Simpson of the Bloods to half forward. Keck. It's going to be a foot race now. It is 1-on-2. The Dogs did well. Reaper 1. Goes back inboard on half forward now. Brazier again for the Bloods. Hurriedly on the boot. It's an awkward ball. 20 metres out. And Tonowitz is on the area. Swooped on it, went round the body, but just had too much on it and snuck it through for a minor score. Bloods 8-5-53. The Bulldogs 4-2-26. 22 and a half in the second. Bendigo football live on Bendigo's Fresh.
I'll put my coaching hat on, Jock. I would like him to look for a teammate, but he's kicked 4. I think he's entitled to have a go, isn't he?
Hey, key forwards and natural born forwards, Dolly, are entitled to just that little tiny touch of selfishness.
Yep.
All the good ones had it.
Yep.
From the kick out, plenty up in the pack for the mark. No one could take it. Dogs get a hurried kick out of defence down towards the wing, grandstand side, bouncing ball, loose. Who's got the numbers around the contest? South player takes it. That was Taggart. His hand pass went out on the full. In fact, it went deliberately out, said the umpire, and he's paid a free kick to Gisborne. You don't see that up here a lot.
No.
Gisborne have got the free kick, taken by Blake. He goes inboard and finds a teammate who's across half-back. The Dogs with the footy and a chance to mount something. Now they come to the wing. Good kick. Player on his own was O'Brien. He's been quiet today. Goes towards half-forward. Finds a teammate. Mark was taken by Wood. Gets a player running past him. Trent Crosby. He's gone for home from 40 metres out, and he's put it the wrong side of the stick for a minor score.
That's what we call an unlucky bounce, Jock.
8-5-53 South, 4-3-27 Bloods, 24-minute mark, second term. That's a fresh live score sponsored by Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
So South Bendigo bring it in quickly to the outer side again. They kicked it in short to the back pocket, and we discussed this, Dolly, last week. That,
we did.
Why bother going there? Because the rules allow you to run really wide and far.
Yep.
As the Bloods maintain possession here, a mark will be taken on left half back for the Bloods, for Nolder.
He's a bit of treatment after he marked it.
Broadcast side, Nolder. He's got sun in his eyes. Looks inboard to go corridor. Nothing on offer.
It's because he's looking at Sonny Brazier.
Goes short. Was effective. Picks out Brereton of the Bloods. Now Brent plays on. It's an ugly, skewed helicopter ball. Looking for the coach in Horbury. Couldn't find him. Will Allen tried to swoop on it and run with it, but he was over the boundary line. And on left half forward to the Bloods, we'll have a ball in. 8-5-53 Bloods. Dogs 4-3-27. Almost 25. Second term. Fresh. Bendigo's fresh.
Closing on half-time. Up they go. Chance down there for Trent Crosby for the Dogs. Took it. He's collared. Locked up. And the umpire will ball it up. Still across half forward for South Bendigo. Plenty around the contest. Dead heat in the ruck. Maybe just Belcher a fingernail. Close to the boundary line. Too close to the boundary line. Boundary umpire is all over that. He says it's mine and he'll throw it back into play. So I'm happy with this. All the play's been on the grandstand side, boys, for the last 5 minutes. There's the throw in. Up they go in ruck. Allen got it down. Couldn't put a team out on the end of it. Wanted Haddo. He couldn't take the football. Umpires picked out a free kick. As the Dogs ran away, and the umpires bring it back for a free kick to the Bloods. What was that for, Dolly?
I think head-high contact.
So Swatton's got it on the wing, grandstand side, and he'll drive the Bloods forward.
That he does. Inside forward 50. Brazier will be the target. Spills to the back door. 40 out from the Bloods goal. Mopping up from the Bloods goal. You're mopping up well there. The Dogs through Crosby. Crosby inboard. Poor kick.
Well
Nolder.
done.
Good work, Bloods. But Dogs equally to the task. Lakey tried to burst through and find a path and couldn't. And umpire Norton says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. Up they'll go in the ruck again. Will Allen taps it. O'Brien for the Dogs. Held without the footy. Tried to tap it in front of him. Invited to play on. He and we'll have a ball in. 8-5-53 South Bendigo. 4-3-27 the Dogs. 27 minutes in the second on Bendigo's fresh.
Tell you what, they'd love another one before half-time, the Dogs, wouldn't they? Maybe even two.
Yep, for sure.
So throw in. Forward pocket for Gisborne. They've got it up the right end. Plenty around the contest. Who can get it out? Blood's defence has been good so far. Scrappy little kick along the ground. Taken by Haddo. Wants support. Gets it down there from Lockie Finesse. Finesse now goes across the ground. Gee, that looked dangerous.
It did.
But it was okay. He found his teammate down there in Torpy. Torpy goes wide. Now the Bloods have got it. Can they find something down the wing out of side? They can't Reaper. Back. I said he wouldn't come back on. Well, he's back and doing well. That's all I know. I'll have to hand in my medical degree. Goes inboard. And he gives it to Belcher. So Anthony Belcher's got it for the Dogs. Centre of the ground. Little pass is okay. Here they come. Another little pass. Short. Taken by Wood. Wood's still in the centre of the ground for the Dogs. He's looking around. Gets a couple of leads. Doesn't know where to go. Plays on. Decides to just bang it long. That he does, straight onto the chest of Nathan Horbury, who judged it well, and the Bloods will repel again. It's kicked out to Cooper Leon, who marks just outside defensive 50.
Leon, inboard, back to Horbury. On defensive 50, broadcast side. He'll switch it laterally. In fact, he goes backwards into the back pocket, opposite side, underneath the scoreboard. Picked out Torpy. Torpy sent it wide onto the centre wing. And this is a good build-up here. A definite set play by the Bloods. They'll just try to slow it down. The man with the footy is Oscar White. He goes backwards. They're going backwards again to Torpy. They've retreated from the wing into the defensive zone. Composure is shown. Good kick again now. They're away. Geez, it's been a build-up. They're over-possessing the footy, and what usually happens has just happened then. They've coughed it up. Now, Gisborne with a chance. Crosby is in the area, but the Bloods, fortunately, kick it. They're playing kick-to-kick here on the outer side wing. It's an ugly bit of play the last 2 minutes or so. Umpire, throw it up and reset it. They won't. He lets it go. Belcher now steps around a player, and he'll go, and he goes to the outer side wing, tumbles over the line, and we'll have a ball in.
Anthony Belcher went down then, and he got up, and he's got the staggers. Just look at him through there between centre and centre wing.
Yep.
Anyway, he seems to be he's holding his head.
He's on back of his head, isn't he?
Never mind. Ball thrown in on the wing, out of sight of the ground. Can't be much time before the half-time bell goes. And in fact, he won that well, Belcher. Got it to Wood. Wood hand passes backwards so that they can go forward, the Dogs. Inside forward 50. Good mark in defence, though, taken down there by Zach Hare.
He's been good, hasn't he?
He has played a great game. He's touched off the boot, I think, John.
Oh, righto.
Yeah.
So no mark. Umpire's going to ball it up.
Yep.
45 metres out from the Dogs' goal. Bloods will desperately try and hold on now till the half-time bell. Can they? Horbury takes it, goes through the traffic, gives it to Jesse Sheehan. He goes wide, finds a teammate. They go down the wing, out of side. Here's a chance for the Bloods now.
Ooh.
Which way will it bounce? Doesn't matter. Half-time. So half-time here at the Queen Elizabeth Oval in a very absorbing game of football. It's South Bendigo, 8-5-53, leading Gisborne 4-3-27. That's a Fresh Live score, sponsored by Variety.
On Bendigo's Fresh. The Bloods 8-5-53, Gisborne 4-3-27. Let's get the second half underway at the QEO. Here's Jock Clark.
So Blake in ruck for Gisborne. And he'll take on the duties. First up is the umpire. Throws it up. Dead heat. Allen maybe just got a fingernail to it. Work towards half forward. Dogs take it through Benaki though. Threw it on the boot. Only gained about 15 metres. Couldn't put anyone on the end of it. Still in the centre of the ground. Ball taken by Thomas Wood for the Dogs. He swung twice. The lad get away with it. Worked it out to Blake. Blake for the Dogs goes long towards half forward. Can't find a teammate. Now it's the Bloods defence. Player picks it up. Tackled. Lost it. It's just outside forward 50 for Gisborne, close to the boundary line. Gisborne take it, work it towards the 50-metre arc. Wood again, goes after the football, couldn't pick it up successfully. Leon's there for the Bloods, gets some support. Now they run it through halfback and go long towards the wing. Grandstand side, taken down there for the Dogs by Lynch. Got it over to a teammate in Chapano, got it back to Lynch. Lynch goes down the line. Barking contest on the wing, grandstand side, no one could take it. Loose ball, great pick up by Lakey for the Dogs. Wants some support and finds a teammate with a little tiny pass, and it works out okay. I think he's got it over to Crosby, has he?
No, Graham.
Graham
With the ball. He looks to go long and then he just punts it into the pocket. It was an awkward kick, but a strong mark.
Good grab.
In the pocket. I reckon... just can't pick up the player that's grabbed it deep in the pocket. It was a very good kick. Just keep our eye on it. They really need this goal here, the Dogs, to the Barnard Street end. It's actually got dark here.
Yes.
It's got that little bit of a tropical feel. If I didn't know better, I would have thought it's going to rain, just with that little bit of moisture in the air. Let's see if the Dogs can get on the board here.
Might be Kemp, is it?
It's Kemp. It is, and it was a poor kick, poor result. He took far too long. I think he thought about it too much. So the Dogs, they go to 4-4-28, trail the Bloods 8-5-53, 2 minutes in the third. Bendigo Football Live on Bendigo's Fresh.
Better system into their forward line there, though. At least able to take a mark inside 50.
How many marks do you reckon the Dogs have taken inside forward 50?
Not a lot.
Handful?
Yeah, it wouldn't be double figures yet, Jock.
If that. Yep. So the Bloods run it out of defence. They do okay. It's worked over to Tommy Brereton. Runs his measure. Goes down the wing out of side. Poor kick. Went over the head of Harvey and the Dogs take it back. Little pass inside towards the centre. Scotty Walsh has got it. Back in the corridor. He looks for forward options for the Dogs and goes with a little one. That's to Trent Crosby. Crosby now plays on towards half forward. That wasn't a good kick either. He's turned it over and Allen's marked at centre half back for the Bloods.
He'll go short, wide, backwards to Haddo. On half back, he needs to hurry, and he does. Bloods to half forward. Those set themselves. Brock Harvey over the top handball. He's changed his boots. He's got in fact, they're the teal ones on still. Nice teal boots as the Dogs go forward again. Short pass. Mark by Kemp, getting his hands on the footy. He'll go long, vacant goal square. In fact, it's a fly. Come from nowhere, a Dog's mark directly in front, and this time they should make no mistake. The footy
Scanlon
is with Scanlon. Geez, he flew, just came from nowhere. Scanlon would have to fall over to miss it, and he kicks the goal. So here come the Dogs, 5-4-34. They trail the Bloods 8-5-53, 3.5 gone in the third. Fresh Live score thanks to Surdex Steel.
Done all the attacking so far and 2 marks inside 50. And that's something they weren't doing in the first half, Jock.
And Dolly, the first half of the game too, when the Dogs did get a goal, the Bloods had the answer.
They did.
So now we'll see. The pressure's on.
Yep.
What can they do? Ball back in the centre of the ground. Blake in ruck. Done okay for the Dogs. Where's the footy?
Went head onto the street.
Sorry, it's just
Oh, no, here we go. Yeah. It's back.
It's that red thing.
Not coming by express, it's coming by.
Is that what you used to say when you were playing as well?
It's arrived by snail mail.
Here we go.
Back in the centre, up they go. Alan Blake. Blake got it down. Take out. All important. Good work, Bloods. Taken by Haddo. Turned on the left foot. Goes wide to half forward. Other side. Can't find a teammate. Numbers with the Dogs in defence. Balls push over the line and out of bounds to be thrown back into play. So half forward for South. Outer side of the ground. Early days. Just 5 minutes gone third term. 53 plays 34 South Bendigo in front.
Fresh live update. The Tigers lead the Magpies, Castlemaine, by only 10 points down at the camp reserve. I like to see that, Jock. I try to remain as impartial as I possibly can, but when you get beaten by over 200 points the week before, you'll take anything as a positive. As the Bloods surge forward now. Long, high ball, one-on-one. Antonowitz flew high, flew early. Dogs under pressure, did well. Sweeps out the footy through Lynch. He'll go one way, then the other. Spreads it wide. Graham, bouncing footy, collects it. Defensive side, down the line. Kicks it out of bounds on the full, does he?
Nah.
Finger tipper. Lucky, I say.
Just.
The Bloods think they've got a free kick, but they haven't.
Nah.
I actually thought it was out on the full, but let's go with the umpire, as the umpire will throw it in. 53 Bloods, 34 Gisborne. 6 minutes in the third. Bendigo Football Live on Bendigo's Fresh.
Ball back on the wing. Grandstand side. There's the throw in. Plenty around it. One to the front by Allen. Taken down there by Benaki. He can't get rid of it. He's pinged for court with a football. He gets up and pleads his case. He hires a barrister. Won't work. The Bloods take it. Play on. Long kick. Over the head of Kerr. Can't keep it in. Ball ran away and over the line and out of bounds for throwing just inside forward 50. Line huggers, Johnny. All the out of bounders, they're line huggers.
Line huggers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not easy to get goals from the boundary line
Is that
either.
line or lie on?
No, line. See that white line around
We're in the brigade pocket. Umpire throws it back in. Whistle on play. Umpire Norton says play on advantage. Bulldogs. They're away again through Crosby. Handball. The old 1-2. Crosby gets it back. He's got Benaki running with him on support. Oh, they're running in waves here, the Dogs. Kemp ends up with a footy. Ends up on the end of it. Goes goalward. Bouncing footy. It's wide. Nolder safely saw it through for a minor score. So 5-4-34 Dogs. 8-6-54. Gone 7 minutes in the third. Bendigo's Fresh FM.
20-point ball game, Johnny.
I think they might have put that on the wrong one. Just
Yeah,
there.
I think they have. Yep.
So the Bloods clear down the outer side methodically and get it up to the wing.
I wouldn't have made a mistake, darling. No way. No, they definitely put that on the wrong one.
Yep.
So what are you saying? The margin isn't 20 points?
No, it's 19.
Oh, right, okay. Bloods work it up towards forward 50. Carries the pack. No one could take the mark. Numbers on both sides. And it goes over the line. There's that line again.
The line.
And out of bounds for another throw-in.
Yeah, South, I'm not sure whether it's a plan to go wide into the forward line, but it's happening a bit so far.
Well, it's like you said, Dolly, it's hard to kick goals from right out in the boundary line, particularly on this ground. From the throw-in, no one could get it effectively. I think it's a Dogs player who will get a free kick. He got a push in the back, and he'll take it in the back pocket. So, Gisborne now to clear out of defence. Player with the footy. Kicks it wide. And it's a marking contest. Oh, Blake couldn't just pull it in. He tried to grab the mark. It's gone off his hands and out of bounds for another throw-in. Now, I'm conscious of that. It's happening a bit.
Yep.
Throw in on the wing, outer side, up they go. Allen won it down to the front of the pack. Teammate grabbed it. He was locked up in a tackle. Benaki laid the tackle, and the umpire will ball it up again.
Fresh live update. The Storm at half-time, 4-16-40. Golden Square, only 1 goal, 3-9.
Gee, must be a gale blowing at Wade Street.
Well, they got the opposite to us, haven't they?
Yeah, there's the ball up. One out that time by Belcher. Couldn't put a teammate on the end of it. South player takes the footy, bottom of the pack. Got to be careful. Umpire says no, it's okay, and he'll ball it up. So it's still across the centre, between centre and wing, out of side of the ground. Bit of a stalemate, dead heat, ball's one down, taken by Haddo. He's lost it in a tackle, no one can get it out effectively. Picked up by Benaki, he goes wide with a little pass, didn't work. Blood's player intercepted it, umpire's picked out a free kick, and it's going to go to South on the wing, out of side.
Cooper Leon with the footy. He goes wide and long, but good, strong contested mark. Dogs, they've held up across half-back, haven't they?
Yep, they have.
Crosby, short ball by foot to Benaki. Right half-back, swimming pool side, sends it down the line, set themselves. Blake, hands on the footy, juggling ball, couldn't quite grab it. Lakey probably intercepted, he should have let him go with it. Now the Dogs come again, they'll come inboard through the centre. Lynch, smack bang in the centre, handballs forward, over the top. Dogs surge, it's through Crosby. Crosby's got a breaking player, looked to play on, has taken a mark 45 out. And the man with the footy is Joshua Kemp again. Just slow down. He was lucky he didn't get called to play on. I thought he went off his line there, Dole. He was going to handball it over the top.
Yeah, it looked that way, but probably the umpire thinking momentum as he was taking the mark.
Kemp on the emblem of 50. In the pocket. Broadcast side. Barnard Street end. Slow and deliberate. Gets underneath and it's going to be good. Oh no! Swung right at the last minute and slammed into the post.
Yep.
Jeez, story of my life. I went early then again, Joel. 8:5:53. Gisborne, geez, that looked good. 6:36. We've gone 10.5 in the third. Bendigo's fresh.
Yeah, you had a good start, Johnny, but a bad finish, and it's probably better if it's the other way around. There's the kick out, short, and the Bloods have got it at half-back, just outside defensive 50. They come down the wing, grandstand side, up high when Simpson couldn't take the mark. It's come off hands and out of bounds for a throw-in. Yes, it is. Tell you what, I'll have to take off the sunnies. It is getting a bit overcast.
Yep.
So the boundary umpire throws it back into play. Up they go, Belcher in front, won it down, couldn't find a teammate, working hard in there, Horbury, he can't get it out for the Bloods. Bottom of the pack was Tommy Brereton, he's locked up as well and the umpire will ball it up again. So it's a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Neither side getting a lot of run on the footy and a lot of flow from the ball up. South player takes it, tackled to the ground, umpire comes in and will ball it up again.
Yep.
Same spot, right on the wing, grandstand side, arm wrestle. Up they go, Allen over the top, got it down. Crosby tries to pinch it, he couldn't take it, goes to ground, can't find the ball. It's on the bottom umpire, and he's going to ball it up again. This is the third time in the same spot.
Yep. Plenty of numbers just getting in at the ball. Makes it real difficult.
Dale Corwood throws it up in the air. They've umpired well again this afternoon, I think. As it's a contested ball, ground level, whistle, one for a push, was there. Dogs invited to play on. Advantage through O'Brien. Jake O'Brien goes shallow inside forward 50. Foreman got his hands on it, went through, couldn't quite grab it. Blake picked it up, goes around the body, spotted up a player, was just short of him, directly in front, collared, round the neck, umpire let it go. Blood's under pressure, they'll relieve, and a ball just fans wide, ends up with Cooper Leon. Did he mark that or it just went over the boundary? Went over the line.
Yep.
Probably mucked that up a little bit. He was probably out then and just sold it.
And I tell you, that was good umpiring. He never paid that high tackle because the Gisborne player just went to ground, deliberately went to his knees.
Yep.
Played for it.
The old Joel Selwood scenario.
Oh,
don't say that. As we're inside
One up
forward
here.
50, O'Brien tries to weave a path. Bloods defensively. Long, high ball. Goes laterally. Out of side, back pocket. Swimming pool side. Barnard Street end.
Good
And
mark.
they'll slow it down. It's Swatton with the ball. No, it's not. They look alike.
Different numbers.
Different numbers. Blonde hair. Oh, dangerous kick. Back into the opposite back pocket, and Leon's got the footy for the Bloods.
They keep kicking back inside the jaws of the line, but got away with it so far. That kick, clear defensive 50. Bloods with some numbers. Can they get out through Taggart? They can. He wobbles it down the line to the wing grandstand side. Comes off hands and it goes over and out of bounds for another throw in. I hope, we said before the game, Dolly, I hope this boundary umpire is well paid because he is earning his dough
He is.
this afternoon.
Yep. He's done a lot of work, this fella.
There's the throw in ruck. Belcher works his way to the front, got it down well, taken by Benaki, but he's got nowhere to go. He can't brace the tackle, and the umpire will ball it up yet again. So between wing and half forward, slightly in the front half of the Bloods. That was a great tack by Allen. Got it down to Haddo, threw it on the boot, inside forward 50 for the Bloods mark.
Big Sonny.
40 metres out, and Big Sonny has taken the grab. That was a good mark.
It was.
Under the pump.
Yep.
And he kicked straight.
You just sense they need to get this just a steady because the momentum's definitely been with Gisborne.
Yep.
Not so much on the scoreboard, but just in the general field of play.
Exactly.
So Sonny Brazier, he won't have any problems with the distance. Lining up. Not much of an angle. He's got to kick it 40 metres. Comes in, puts it on the boot, and the goal umpire says, Sonny, that is good enough. Actually, the umpire said, Sonny, yesterday my life was filled with rain. But that's a different song, darling.
Is it?
Bloods get one back through Sonny Brazier. That's his second of the afternoon. And they go to 9-5-59. Gisborne 5-6-36. That's a Fresh Live score sponsored by Toodle Tint. Yep.
Who are they?
Total. What?
Total Tint? Is that what he said? What?
He did. For all the dominance Gisborne have had, they've only won the quarter by 3 points so far, John.
Any advertising or sponsorship is bad advertising. It's good advertising. As Braden Blake picks up the ball for Gisborne, tries to,
good tackle.
don't argue, got caught, probably wasn't retarded enough. Benaki received a handball, inside forward 50, at the ankles. I reckon he's hit him up.
Yep.
He's paid it.
Kemp just at his ankles, dived in it, slips catch, whatever you like, 40 metres out, and he's going to line them up. Or in fact, it's a Reaper.
It's
No, it's not. That's Scanlon.
He's having a good
Well, I
quarter.
got a third go.
Yep.
Scanlon. Geez, that was a nice mark at his ankles. Made him work.
Yep.
To me, Gisborne just look a bit more confident going forward, just at the moment,
Yep.
albeit not hitting the board.
They're starting to get a couple of grabs inside forward 50.
Scanlon, Barnard Street end. I'm not going to call it early this time, Jock. I'll wait till it gets past the post. I'm going to call it. That's a goal! I'm going to call it. Here come the doggies. 6-6-42. That's his second. Bloods 9-5-59. 16 minutes in the third term. Fresh Live score thanks to the Variety Superstore.
South are probably thinking, well, what about a free against Braden Blake? He did get spun, but able to get the ball forward, and he's having a very good quarter so far for Gisborne. Is Blake in the ruck, and he makes a difference when he's in there.
This next goal, though, boys, is the one that the Dogs haven't been able to get, though. They've got it back to that 16, 17, 18 point margin, but they haven't been able to get it back to near the 10. No. So they need the next one to really give themselves a lift. Ball up in the centre. Dogs might win it out. No, they won't. The Bloods. Good takeout. Long kick. Inside forward 50. Antonowitz the target. He couldn't take it. In defence, taken by Vescovi.
Well done.
He lost it. Intercepted. Shot on goal for the Bloods. And I reckon there's the answer straight away.
Yep. Gee.
How good was that?
That was
what an
a brilliant
intercept.
goal.
And he's thrown it on the outside of the boot.
Yep.
Oh, on the run.
I think that's Oscar White, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yep.
So White gets one back. That's Oscar's second.
Yep.
And the Bloods continue to have the answers.
They do.
They go to 10-5-65. Gisborne 6-6-42. We've played 17 and a half minutes of time in the third term. And that's a Fresh Live score sponsored by Variety Superstore.
The umpire
was that okay?
Yeah, that was
Variety
beautiful.
Superstore.
Actually, the umpire balls it up, but I want you to describe that for us, Dolly. What happened to that goal? I'll keep my eye on the footy because it was absolutely super.
It was super. It was a kick across, and he running into the pocket, went past a Gisborne opponent, just tucked it under the arm, and then sort of a bit of a check side kick.
Meanwhile,
banana.
Back at the ranch, it was a good tackle by the Bloods on half back.
Yep.
Yeah, because you heard us scream how good that goal was. I just wanted to square it off. On the half back, a drop mark there by Bloods. They've got the weight of numbers, half back to half forward. It'll be a foot race. Herlili, is that how you pronounce it, Jock? Close enough.
Well done.
Spins and goes. He'll go deep inside, looking for Antonowicz in the pocket, one-on-one. Takes a chest mark right underneath the scoreboard. He's looking inboard. Move it quickly. Players breaking for him. Miller,
Go
if he
back
wanted.
and have a shot. He's a good kick.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
He's a goal kicker.
we see them. It just felt like the momentum and the ball swing. You're right now. He's taking a deep breath.
Like a good, natural-born goal kicker, he's pretended he was going to pass.
And eventually he does.
And eventually he does.
He does. He was always keen to get rid of it. He gave it to Sheehan and
gets
then
it back.
gets it back.
Oh.
He's probably gained 15 metres perhaps. It was risk versus reward. It was very, very risky, and I think it's opened the goals up for them, though.
Yeah, slightly better angle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It was risky. It was risky.
But, gee, they've played risky footy, the Bloods,
They have.
and it's paid off so far.
But that's poor checking. You don't let Antonowitz... As soon as he's got rid of the ball, the first thing he's going to do is try to make space again. Jeez. Now, Antonowitz. Oh, he screamed it. You can hear it through the effects mic. Come on was the scream because he just slotted it straight through the middle for his fifth. 11-5-71. They lead 6-6-42, the Bloods, and they've just settled in the latter half of this second term. Almost 20 minutes gone. Fresh live score thanks to Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
And I'll tell you a little-known fact. Very rarely does South lose if Antonowitz kicks 6.
Yep.
Righto?
Yep.
Take that to the bank.
Yep. I think what you've seen in the last few minutes is South just resting control, winning breaks, stoppages and getting it forward.
Back in the centre, tap out. Blake won it down, but he couldn't give it to a teammate. But a Gisborne player got an absolute Monty push in the back, was Flynn Lakey, and he's got the free kick. Goes short, centre of the ground, gives it to Trent Crosby. He plays on, unsure where to go. Now he pops it up, went to half forward, good kick, found a teammate. Kemp's got it, outside forward 50, goes inside, not a good kick. Bloods with numbers in defence, under the pump, they might clear. Little pass is okay, and they've got it at half-back. I think it's Simpson with the footy, half-back out of side, and again, they bring it into the corridor. Gutsy works south. Now the quick kick in towards the centre of the ground. Are they
tap.
under the pump? Clever tap away. Now the Bloods, numbers, work to half forward. Keck's got it. Got through some traffic. Kicks across the body. High. Up they go. Mark almost not paid. There's a whistle
holding.
on play. And Antonowitz has got the free kick. He almost had the mark. He got the first grab. And then he lost control of the footy. And the Gisborne defender hung on to him.
How good was Horbury, that tap? He had a player on and just cleverly over the top and opened up the floodgates down the field.
He did. Probably if he took the ball, gets tackled and maybe a free against him or the ball held in. But, gee, this guy's a smart player too, isn't he? Going for number 6, is that right, Jock?
Yes, he's got 5. Remember what I said a minute ago, Dolly?
Yes, yep.
So, tough kick. He's got to kick it from about 48 metres, 45-degree angle. In he comes, goes swing home. No, started it right, finished it right. Minus score. Dogs dodge a bullet. 72 plays 42, 30-point margin, 21 and a half gone third term.
Spear for the Bulldogs. Danger signs here. Plays on. That's exactly what I was talking about. They can play on from fullback and send it beyond 50. Gains meterage. Looking for Scanlon, couldn't quite grab it, but cleverly tapped it over the line. And 80 from goal. In fact, it's a bit close to that. 2 kicks anyway. Broadcast side, in front of the commentary position. Umpire will throw it in. 30 points, the Bloods. They're the real deal in season 2021. Make no mistake about it. Belcher doing the ruck work now for the Dogs. They'll fight hard. Promised it to be a super final term as the umpire, Dale Caldwell, blows his whistle right on the emblem of 50. Says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. 30-point margin, Bendigo's fresh.
Up they go, Allen, won it to the front, taken by Keck, home passed out, found Cooper Leon. He should reverse his name, but that's a different story. High kick,
Harvey.
inside forward 50, and the mark's been taken by Brock Harvey.
Yep.
Harvey's taken the grab, 40 metres out, almost directly in front. And gee, look, it's early days, boys, but if he sinks this, that makes it really tough for Gisborne, doesn't it?
Well, the quarter and a bit to go.
Yep, well, that'd be 6 goals down. They've only kicked 6 for the game.
You know him better than me, Dolly. Is he? What chance is he with this?
He'll kick the goal.
Write it on your bit of paper now.
Write it down.
He's a guy. He's actually better on the run than at set shots, I will say that. Thank God I said that.
That'll bounce on the floor. You two need to have a long, serious look at yourselves.
I said he's better on the run.
I'm throwing you both under a bus.
Well, he was on the run.
3 kicks to the Dogs, last line. Liam Spear to take it.
Oh, gee.
That was an absolute let-off.
Yep.
He just stabbed at it, didn't he?
He did.
So Spear goes with a little pass, cross goal. Dogs can't break away though. Antonowitz is too wise, guards the mark. Now Crosby plays on, clears defensive 50. Dogs, no. Numbers with the Bloods at the back.
done.
Can they bring it back in? Chance for Simpson. He's collared, lost it, went back and got it. Hand pass wide was okay. Now the Bloods go across the ground and give it out there to Torpy. Torpy plays on, long, back inside forward 50.
Oh.
Plenty up, mark taken, not paid.
No,
Play on the
gee.
call. Sonny thought he had it. Dogs clear. Now can they get him on the rebound? Kent the target, centre of the ground, 2 to beat. Can't do it. The Bloods with numbers all over the place. Work to Van Human. His hand pass good. Bloods again. Inside forward 50. At the back. Up they go. No one can take the grab. Chance down there for Spear. Under the pump. Can't control it. It's gone over the line. And out of bounds for a throw in. And it just went up a gear this game the last 5 minutes. Ball to be thrown back into play. Forward pocket for the Bloods. They're looking for the cruncher.
Bloods are attacking. I've seen Nathan Horbury just a bit of cramp, so he's feeling the pinch. Picked up quickly by the Dogs. Lakey, smothered, awkward ball, offering support. Spear on half-back.
Whoa.
Don't argue by Scott Walsh.
Yep.
And it's been too high. The old elbow went under the chin.
Yep.
And the Bloods are going to get an opportunity through Oscar White. He'll go short to Leon. Cooper Leon, 70 out, hard up against the line, into the pocket. Good, strong, hard lead. Bloods are going to have another shot at goal, albeit in the Rifle Brigade pocket. Now it is Sonny Brazier. Hard up against the line. Hard up against the fence, in fact.
In fact, he's on the balcony at the Rifle Brigade.
That line. He'll cross it at 46 metres. In fact, doesn't cross it. He kind of went wider and deeper. It's long. It's high. It's a goal! What a goal, Bloods! Jeez,
Well.
he stepped further wide into the pocket, almost hit the fence, and popped it through for his third. What a goal by the Bloods. It's almost beyond doubt now. It's almost there. 12-6-78 Bloods. 6-6-42. 26 minutes in the third. Fresh live score thanks to Total Tint.
Well, you're looking at your X Factor. I think we've now got 3 contenders for X Factor, Jock. I think you have the casting vote, but that is an amazing goal, that one.
It's been 25 years since I've had a casting vote for anything, Dolly. But they're not just goals, they're special goals that really lift a team, don't they?
They do.
They lift everybody. Ball up, centre of the ground, knock to a contest. Nobody can get it out and the umpire will come in and ball it up again.
Let's have a fresh live update. Maryborough 23, Eagle Hawk 113, Kangaroo Flat 27, Sandhurst 105, Tigers 50, Castlemaine 45, and that's a fresh live update.
36-point lead to the Bloods at this stage, closing on 3/4 time. Dogs take it. They go towards the centre of the ground. Good kick, good mark. They've got possession. Boy, they need to get a wriggle on. Kick wide's okay. Mark it out there. It's taken by O'Brien. He's got rid of the long sleeves. Wobbles one. Not a good kick. Inside forward 50. Worked out to Benaki though. He's got a little bit of space. He steps off and has a ping at goals and puts it through for a minor score. So at the 27 and a bit minute mark of the third term, South Bendigo 12-6-78, Gisborne 6-7-43. Fresh live score sponsored by Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
Blood sensing the urgency, get it out quickly again. They've definitely got the ascendancy. They'll just work it back and forth across the deep defensive back zone until they'll find a space. Now broadcast sign they find it. There's just a family of ducks sitting out near that footy. Can you believe that? There's 6 of them right near Swatton. They do not give a flying what's going over there. Van Human. Now they just decide to vacate the area. Van Human, short pass. You think I was joking then? I was fair dinkum. Blood still maintain possession. They've had about 6 possessions in the back half. They're lining up for them. It's Jesse Sheen's turn. Now they'll come back across half back the other way to the broadcast side. Simpson, short pass. Keck on the wing. Bloods looking to launch. They're playing with some confidence. Now, just need to play this wisely. Down the line, Keck. To half forward, siren sounds.
Well,
678 plays 6-7-43, and what an impressive South Bendigo that was.
It was, John, and you look at Gisborne, probably the first 10 minutes of that quarter, they had all the play. They probably didn't do enough scoring, putting the pressure on, and then South, probably the last 10 minutes of that quarter, just took over.
Fresh live update, Eagle Hawk over Maryborough 113-23, Sandhurst 106-27 over Kangaroo Flat. The Tigers, Kyneton 50 over Castlemaine 45. And that score here, three-quarter time, 12-6-78, South Bendigo 6-7-43. Live Bendigo football on Bendigo's Fresh. Don't go anywhere. The Bloods are on fire. Can Gisborne get back into this game? Bendigo's Fresh. If it's not local sport, it's not our business. Wedderburn Trail, Birchip, Watcham. So some close matches up there finally in the North Central.
did you ask him to turn the lights on at three-quarter time, Johnny?
Well, if I didn't, I should have, because it's certainly that way. As I said to you, it's just got that tropical feel about it. It's really dark here. So let's get the third term underway. South Bendigo 12-6-78, Gisborne 6-7-43. Umpire will throw the ball up into the middle. Up they'll go. Blake, well, he's in fact beaten by Will Allen. The ball spills to the wing. Bouncing footy. Oscar White tracks it towards the line. Keeps it in fact. That was pretty good by the Bloods. Under pressure, the Dogs here. You can just sense the Bloods are up and about. Horbury's in the area. Just gets nailed. Tried to get rid of it and couldn't, and we'll have a ball up on half forward.
He's hurt. Horbury's hurt.
He's taking his time getting up. A little bit of push and shove.
Oh,
Well, I wouldn't want that.
he hasn't moved.
Gee. Didn't sort of seem to be anything dramatic, but just might have copped something in a pack.
The way he's looking, I think he's copped one in the head. He's up.
No,
no,
his
shoulder.
Hurt his shoulder.
No. He's got a taped shoulder too.
He's not going off.
Might be one of those good old-fashioned stingers. You remember those ones?
Yeah. Steve, what's his name? Got one of those. Only once.
He's
The
coming off
wildlife
now.
bloke. Ball up. Just outside for
Steve Irwin.
Yeah, it's just outside forward 50 for the Bloods. Dogs defence under the pump at the moment. They work it out in the direction of Lynch. He just threw it onto his boot, turned it over, taken by Cooper Leon from 45 metres. He has kicked a goal, and the Bloods draw first blood, Dolly, in the last term.
Yeah, geez, he's played a terrific game. It's the first time I've seen him, and he's a brilliant footballer. This kid, he keeps racking up possessions and kicking a goal.
Is he a local?
No, was from out of the amateurs, I think.
So he's a recruit.
He's a recruit, and he's been very good for them in every game. I think he's been in their best three every game they've played so far.
He can get part. He can no longer be the amateur.
No.
13-6-84 Bloods, 6-7-43 Dogs. Early last quarter. That's a fresh live score sponsored by Surdex Steel.
Are we going to call it yet? Are we calling it early?
No.
Oh, gee. Well, Gisborne have kicked
Did you learn anything from last week?
Well, what I did learn, that it's 6 goals they kicked for the game. They're going to have to kick 8 to win now, aren't they?
Well, we want the listeners in Gisborne to stay tuned in.
Well, they
don't
will,
want
but
to,
all right, I'm not
flick
writing
the radio
off yet,
off.
but I'm up and about for the Blood supporters here. Swatton will go forward again. Let's get on the Bloods. They're the new kids on the block, and they're playing well. They'll surge forward again. Bouncing footy. 35 out from goal. Oh, Johnson might have got a push, and he did. He did. So Johnson for the Bloods, 45-degree angle. He's only, even 35 out to the Barnard Street end. Will line them up.
Massive challenge for Gisborne coming up now, Jock, is not letting this game get away from them.
In the interest of the broadcast, Johnny, you could say, here come the Dogs.
I could, or who let the Dogs out.
Yeah, but you'd be fibbing, I think.
The Bloods. No, I'm all over the Bloods. Why wouldn't you get excited about a team that's been down for a long time? Johnson, he kicked under it, and it was never going to be off the boot. He just didn't kick it sweetly. Minor score Bloods, 13-7-85. The Dogs, 6-7-43. Third term gone, 3 minutes gone. Fourth term, Bendigo football live on Bendigo's Fresh.
Dogs bring it out. Long kick to a contest, though. Crumbed at ground level, it's okay. Wood takes it for the Dogs. Kicks to the centre of the ground. Wants Scanlon. He's got plenty of opposition. Can't take it. Gets support from Jake O'Brien. He throws off the hand pass to a teammate who goes long to forward 50. The Dogs have got a mark. It's taken by Kemp. Kemp goes with a little short one. Good play, Gisborne. And the mark has been taken by Lockie Crosby. About 30 metres out on a slight angle.
A flicker.
Here come the Dogs, Johnny.
Here come the Dogs.
Was that clever?
Perhaps we should wait to see if he kicks it. So Lockie Crosby already has one on the board.
Gee.
And he ran to the left and kicked it to the left and kicked point.
I said earlier today he's a proven goal kicker, but he's let me down today so far.
He's been no good since you said that.
Yep.
Kick out, okay, and the mark's taken in defence by Sonny Brazier, now having a run in the ruck. 85 plays 44, 5-minute mark of the final term, Bloods in front.
Graham of the Dogs sends it inside forward 50.
Whoop.
They set themselves. Back of the pack. Oh, hurried kick out by the Dogs. It won't make the distance. In fact, slews across the face of goal. 30 out. Good work by the Bloods. Picked it up nicely, Will Allen. Dished it off by hand. Now they're away. Bouncing long ball. Actually, there's no one home. There's Dogs everywhere. Short pass now. Picked up by Lynch. Goes short to Ford. Ford to the Dogs. Inboard by hand to Walsh. Walsh at 50. Into the pocket. He's looking for Jake O'Brien. Jake O'Brien, I don't think, was even looking then. He was running towards goal. Yep. And he didn't have to keep his eye on the ball. And an effect of it was that the ball has bounced over the line in the right pocket. And we'll have another ball in.
Yep, that's what's affectionately known as a stuff-up. Throw in, forward pocket for the Dogs. Both ruckmen get there for a dead heat and hit it back over the line out of bounds. So another throw in. It's about 30 metres around from the behind post. Deep in the Dogs' scoring territory. They need to deal with that scoring very shortly. Tap down. Well done. Taken by Cooper Leon. His kick up towards half-back. On the bounce, Johnston takes it. Sweeps out a wide hand pass. Oh, wanted a teammate down there in Harvey. He was surrounded by Dogs. They've lost it. They go back towards forward 50. Blake takes the mark. Gets a lead and honours it. I think it might be Kemp who's taken the mark for the Dogs. It is. Kemp has got it. Josh Kemp. Probably 40 metres out, virtually dead in front. Hasn't kicked one. He's probably had 3 shots at goal.
He has.
Kemp.
Yep.
And hasn't drilled one yet. Boy, does he need this. Kemp for Gisborne from 48 metres. Goes for home. It's as straight as a die. And Kemp drags one back for the Dogs. Well, I don't know whether it's too little, too late. But certainly it might give them something. Yep. 13,785 South, 7,850 Dogs, 6.5 gone final term. Fresh Live score, sponsored by Total Tint.
Fresh Live update, 3/4 time in the Loddon Valley. Morong 9963, Pyramid Hill 8856. And also an interesting score line from the Storm and Golden Square in the Bendigo footy line. Storm 10-22. 81 to Golden Square 6-7-43. Geez, that's a turn up, isn't it, the way Golden Square played last week? Back in the middle now. It'll be the Dogs that come again. They're not done yet. Awkward ball that slews to the side. True centre wing position now. They'll keep it in play. They will. They've got the numbers through Crosby. Crosby of the Dogs to half forward. O'Brien hasn't had a lot of it. By hand to Blake. Blake of the Dogs. Short pass. Ethan Foreman. Chopping of the arms, I'd say, or too high. And Ethan Foreman, 40 out from goal. Slight angle will line them up City end.
They're just attacking now, and they have to. Yeah, it's better to attack and go down by 8 goals than just play safe and go down by 6.
Can't believe you blokes wrote them off. Here's Ethan Foreman, one of my favourites. I love these left footers.
Yep.
Let's have a look what he does with the footy. I reckon he'll kick it. Oh, he's making it work. Oh, it was one of those late faders. Minor score, 7-9-51. Bloods 13-7-85. 8 gone final term. Bendigo football live on Bendigo's Fresh.
Next 5 minutes are really important, certainly for Gisborne. They can get another goal or 2. Belief will build.
So the Bloods play on. You've been wanting them to do it all day, Johnny. A big kick. well up, almost up towards the wing, out of side. Taken by Blake, though, for the Dogs. Breaks a tackle, got it back towards half forward. Scramble inside forward 50. Numbers back there, though, with the Bloods. They go back to the centre of the ground. Poor kick, turned over. Dogs rebound again. Player on his own. That's Jake O'Brien. Takes the mark from 50. Plays on. Goes for home and kicks a very nice out of bounds on the full. Penalty free kick to the Bloods, last line of defence. You blokes actually got 20 minutes left because I don't think you've called anyone correctly kicking for goal today. No. It's kick to goal.
We haven't. Now the Bloods, it was a kick in, it was a poor kick in, and a flying shot by Benaki of the Dogs, and another wasteful shot. 7-10-52 Dogs, 13-7-85 South Bendigo. 9 minutes final term. Bendigo football live on Bendigo's Fresh.
So the Bloods take their time, bring it back into play, sauntering out of full back with a bounce and a kick to half back that was very poor. Missed the target completely. Went over the back and Braden Blake's taken the mark. Tell you what, they don't want to relax too much, although Blake's kick was poor. Straight to a South defender who's marked just inside defensive 50.
He's worked really hard, Braden Blake, but just let himself down with some of his kicking.
I think one more by the Bloods might break the back, but they're going to have to work for it. Kick down the line, off hands and out of bounds to be thrown back into play. So it's across half forward for the Dogs. They're desperate. They trail by 33 points early in the last quarter. Boundary umpire throws it back into play. Up they go, in front. Allen got it to the front. Couldn't find a teammate. Benaki took it, wanted to get it to Kemp. Couldn't. Was taken by Spear. He threw it on the boot. High kick inside forward 50 for the Dogs. Plenty up. No one could take the mark. On his hands and knees, Jake O'Brien works hard. Wants to get it out. Looks for a teammate. Gone back to Benaki. Benaki's tackled. Free kick, Bloods. Right on defensive 50. They're the sort of things that just keep you together. So the kick wide by Brereton is good, and the Bloods have got it. They'll go into the centre of the ground. Not a good kick. Chance for Harvey. Went back to a teammate. High hand pass. They've got it on the wing. Horbury directs play. Goes across the ground. Mark taken by Torpy. He's got space. Runs to the wing grandstand side. Poor kick. Gives it straight up. Dogs have got it at half back.
And they'll kick it to half forward. There's no one home except for the Bloods and Johnson. A fresh live update. You wouldn't read about this. We're all tied up down at the Camp Reserve, Kyneton and Castlemaine. It's just when things are never as bad as they seem, and things are never as good as they seem, Jock, I reckon, sometimes in this game.
No.
It's on the outer side. Hare picks it up. Half forward. Bloods. Here they come again. He'll kick it to the top of the square. Antonowitz takes a mark. Directly in front. Only 15, 20 metres. He won't miss this.
He was 10 metres at the back of the marking contest, and he just willed himself through the pack to the front. Took it beautifully.
He's got strong hands, hasn't he?
And that turn of speed, you've got to have that 5 steps, don't you? Which that is the really important thing. A lot of players know where to go, but they just can't get there as well.
5 steps, that's something I never had.
I know where to go.
The Castlemaine shuffle down at the local disco in the 80s. That was about it for me. And Tonowitz kicks through it and punches the air. The Bloods. He's kicked 6. Wow. What a result brewing here. 14-7-91 Bloods. Gisborne 7-10-52. We've travelled 12 minutes in the last. Fresh live score sponsored by Variety Superstore.
Well, they've done it again. Gisborne have done most of the attacking this quarter, Jock, for not a lot of reward. And then South get it forward. And Caden on the end of a really good kick and makes no mistake.
39 points, Dolly. Is that?
Well, I'm going on your call. Caden kicks 6. South rarely lose if they do lose. So, we still want people listening in, but South should win from here.
12 and a bit gone. Final term. Ball up, centre of the ground. Benaki works hard on hands and knees, but he went without the football. Dogs still managed to work it to half forward. It's gone out, kicked forward by Lakey. He can't find a teammate. Yes, he can. O'Brien got to the front and took it. So O'Brien's got it for the Dogs at half forward. 60 from goal. Oh, he's lining up. Jake O'Brien, he is lining up. We'll have to kick it from about 53 metres. On a bit of an angle.
He's got a bit of a leg on him, I reckon, O'Brien. Don't you worry about that.
Well, their monster from there goes for home, falls
Not
well
close.
short. Big pack goes up, tapped over the line and out of bounds. It'll be thrown back into play right next to the behind post. I just don't somehow feel a big Gisborne comeback brewing like I did last week with Square.
No, they keep pushing though, don't they? They haven't thrown it in.
up.
No, they haven't thrown it in. Let's ride the Bloods home here though. It's big news, I reckon, at the QEO. This has been the test for them, and they're coming through in flying colours. Beyond 50 now. Bloods, can they mount something? Bouncing footy. Harvey's in the area. Spills wide. They've got the numbers through Keck. Working hard also, who's been good. Cooper, Leon Cooper, whichever way you want to go. Tumbles over the line on left half forward for Gisborne. We'll have another ball in. Well, fresh live update. I'll just keep you updated with the camp reserve. The Tigers are 2 points in front of the Magpies. We're still in the forward zone now for Gisborne. It's shallow, near the scoreboard. Ball found wide as well, over the line, and it'll be a throw-in. 91, the Bloods. 52, Gisborne. 14.5 in the final term. Bendigo Football Live on Bendigo's Fresh.
So the ball to be thrown back into play right on forward 50 for the Dogs. They're well behind the Bloods at the moment, though. They need some quick goals. Tap over the back. Who can take it? Bloods with numbers. A hurried kick. High, wide, into space. Runners needed. Oh, Bloods. Player got there was Tommy Brereton. He was absolutely coat-hanged, and he's got the free kick at half-back. He's been good today, Brereton.
I've never seen him play a bad game.
Like that kid, tough as old boots, like his old man. Kick down the wing, out of side, and the umpire's picked out a free kick.
He's got a bit of skill, hasn't he?
Free kick will go to the Dogs. Be taken by Spear. Goes inboard, that's okay, and finds a teammate. Mark taken down there for them by Lynch. Lynch into the centre of the ground. Dogs take it, run on. They have to go quick. And a good kick inboard is taken by Foreman. Foreman was on a good lead, had that little couple of steps break. Good hands, and Ethan Foreman will line up from 45 metres out. Bit of an angle. And he has kicked one today so far. He's another that's probably had 3 or 4 shots.
Yep.
So Foreman from 45 metres on the trusty left foot goes right through the centre.
Yep.
That's his second, and another one back for Gisborne.
Had space to lead into, and kicked that one a little bit better, making his way back from a hamstring injury. So, and we'll get better for it's his second hit out of the year, so we'll be better for the run.
So the margin back to 33 points in favour of South. 16 minutes gone, final term.
Just looking ahead, sets up a big contest at the QEO next week. The Bloods take on the Dragons.
Oh, the 2 unbeaten sides.
2 unbeaten sides here. That'll be our broadcast game. So we're being treated to some good footy here in season 2021. The Bloods look like they'll get home here. The Dogs keep coming, however. They're a long way behind. Crosby couldn't win it. Spills. They've got an opportunity here now to come forward, and they will. O'Brien's just started to come into the game. Turns and goes. Goes corridor. Finds a teammate. Only 70 out. Crosby goes further wide. Spots up Graham. The man on the mark stands at 49. And if they were ever going to create a miracle, he needs to get on the board here and hurry it up. Sam Graham. Geez, that'll be a monster kick.
No chance.
No, it'll go through now. You guarantee it. Sam Graham. It will make the distance.
Oh,
and it is straight and it's a goal. What do you know about football, Jock Clark? That made it easily. He had 10 metres to spare, so
55 metres.
A little flicker there. Gisborne 9-10-64. The Bloods 14-7-91. Almost 18 gone in the final term. Fresh live score sponsored by Poison Motor Group in Epsom.
Well, it's the 5th goal of the quarter, so you'd still think we probably got 10 minutes to go here. So not all over just yet.
Is it time for South to get nervous, Dolly?
Yes.
It is.
In the next minute or two. Yep.
Ball up, back in the centre. Belcher, big tap, almost to half forward. Can they take it? They can. Scotty Walsh on the left foot, inside forward 50 for the Dogs, but the Bloods repel through Torpy. Torpy goes wide. Teammate in space on the wing, out of sight of the ground, sets off with a run and a bounce. Inside forward 50, free kick.
Yep.
Was a Bloods mark, but there was a push, and the Dogs will get the free kick in the back pocket. They need to hurry on. Not much time to waste.
Oh, fresh airy.
He played on and missed it.
Yeah.
South player took it, was tackled. Play on, says the umpire. It's still across forward 50 for the Bloods. The Dogs, have they got numbers in defence? Now they're under the pump. They've lost it. Turning and taking it down there was Simpson. Little pass was okay. And the Bloods have got a mark 50 metres out, but on a pretty tight angle. Well, that was a comedy of errors.
If it was golf, that'd be classed as a shot. He had a fresh airy at it.
Gee. He just tried to go too quick. So, a shot on goal. Who's this, boys?
I'm thinking it's Johnston.
No, it's Haddo. I'll go with Haddo.
From 45 metres, he goes for home and kicks the goal.
Yep.
How good was that? That's the answer if you want long-term goal kicking. So the Bloods probably go back into the safety realm now. They go to 15-7, 97. Gisborne 9-10, 64. 19 and a half gone final term. And that's a fresh live score sponsored by Poison Motor Group Epsom.
Yep. The Bloods today, a lot of the time, they've forced errors with their pressure and been able to capitalise on it. That's the thing they've been able to do really well.
Fresh live update. Eagle Hawk 106 points over Maryborough as we speak. So a big margin with that one. And a mark's been taken by the Bloods at 48 metres from goal. It's not Antonowicz. I thought it was for a minute.
Herlihy? Yep, Herlihy.
He'll line them up. And under really dark skies now. Fresh live update at the Camp Reserve. The Tigers just kicked away a little. It's 9-18-72 to the Magpies 9-4-58. Surprised though that with that scoreline, even if Kyneton do win. Let's see what Herlihy does with it. It's long and it's a goal. All of a sudden it's just snuffed out in two quick kicks within a minute. His second. So the Bloods go to 16-7, 103. They've cracked the ton. Gisborne 9-10, 64. Fresh live score sponsored by the Surdex Steel.
Just again a hurried kick out of the middle. They've done it a few times today. Herlihy on the end of it, and a really good kick for goal that time.
It's not just a win by the Bloods. It's been a good go-to-woe win, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah, they've been challenged at times, and
Very
they've
impressive.
answered. They've responded.
And playing against one of the top sides in the comp. Ball up, centre of the ground. Bloods get the tap out. Went to a player who was locked up in a tackle immediately, and the umpire will ball it up again. Still in the centre of the ground, up they go. Benaki, clever, took it, hand pass over his head, went to O'Brien, long inside forward 50 for the Dogs at the back. No one could take it. Couple of Bloods defenders. The umpire's picked out a free kick. I reckon the Dogs are going to get it.
He paid a hold.
Umpire is, giving it to Gisborne. Free kick, 20 metres out, but pretty tight angle, probably only 15 in from the boundary line. So the Dogs have got an opportunity to drag one back, but they won't get enough and they won't have enough time.
I reckon it's Kemp with the footy. Let's see how my facial recognition is, Jock. Put it in the bank.
How's he played, Kemp?
Oh, hot and cold. A bit like that kick.
Yep.
So I don't need to keep his name
No.
for the best on ground for them.
Just snuck in a minor score, Jock.
Because it's worth $50 to me.
Is it?
Yeah, sorry, righto. Am I the only one excited? Obviously. Bloods to bring it back into play. Taking their time. Torpy. Long kick to the outer side. No one could complete the mark. Good tackle. Ball spills loose. Chance for the Dogs. Hand pass wide's okay. Little pass inboard and Crosby. That's Trent. He's worked hard today. Wastes no time. Plays on.
Gee. Goes
Long to full forward. Two Bloods defenders went up. Came to the ground. Scanlon takes the crumb and kicks a goal. So Jack Scanlon kicks his third. But You notice the Gisborne boys aren't running from everywhere. They realise the inevitable.
Yep.
16-7, 103 South. 10-11-71 Gisborne. 23-minute mark of the final term. That's a Fresh Live score, sponsored by Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
Let me go around the grounds for a Fresh Live update. Ugly scoreline: Kangaroo Flat 5-4-34, Trail Sandhurst 18-19, 127. Magpies Castlemaine 58, Trail Kyneton 79. And as I said, Maryborough 23, Trail Eagle Hawk 136. So a surprise or two there, and a couple of big margins as Gisborne will surge ahead again inside forward 50. Bouncing footy, collecting the footy with Scanlon again. Just dishes it off to a teammate, goes around the body. That was Lachlan Crosby, and just missed it for a minor one. Gisborne 10-12-72, Trail the Bloods 16-7, 103. Almost 24 gone. Final term, Bendigo Football Live on Bendigo's Fresh.
Bloods clear wide to the outer side. No one can complete the mark. Good contest for possession of the football. Cooper Leon lays a good tackle on a Gisborne player who was off.
He held him too long.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, it's got to go back. Yeah. So it kills a little bit of time on the clock. And a free kick to Gisborne. Leon on the mark. Right on forward 50. So a 55-metre kick needed. Some leads. All Bloods in defence. Good mark. Last line taken down there by
Van Human.
Van Human.
Van Human goes long, outer side. Brock Harvey marks it. He's been good in his return game. Brock Harvey, short pass over the top. Finds a teammate. It's okay. It's the man with the footy, Daniel Johnson. He's got his thigh heavily strapped. He's been good. Won't want to lose him. 60-metre kick down the line. They set themselves. Blake for the Dogs dropped a mark he should have taken. Puts the Dogs under pressure. They dive in after the footy. And 2 kicks out on right half forward from the Bloods goal. Swimming pool side will ball it up. 103 Bloods, 72 Gisborne, 25 minutes, final term. Bendigo Football Live on Bendigo's Fresh.
So just going through the motions at the moment from the ball up. Dogs take it. It's kicked down the wing outer side. Kemp tried to drag it in, he couldn't. And the ball's just trickled over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in. So throw-in between wing and half forward, outer side of the ground. Dogs slightly in their front half. Boundary umpire throws it in over the top. Allen, good tap, couldn't find a teammate. Wanted Brereton, he couldn't take it. The Dogs get it back. High kick though under the pump. Just went straight up in the air towards the centre of the ground. Leon under it, got a grab, couldn't complete the mark. Umpire calls play on. Dogs take it again. High kick towards half forward, and a good mark in defence taken by Jess Sheehan right on defensive 50.
Fresh Live update, North Central final scores. Wedderburn have beaten Birchip Watcham by 4 points. 57 to 53.
Big result.
Swatton across half back to Torpy. Oh, good work, Dogs, but safety in numbers with the Bloods through Leon to the wing. Finds Harvey. Brock Harvey swings on the right to Harilli. 49 out, in fact 51 out. I'll give him 2 metres. Dogs, however, they repel. He was looking for a teammate in Spear, made him work, comes off hands. They all tie it up. Umpire blows his whistle on the outer side wing. True outer side wing, swimming pool side, 103 Bloods, 72 Dogs, 26 and a half, final term, Bendigo's Fresh.
Dogs win it from the tap out, go towards half forward. Nobody home. Oh, a Bloods player outnumbered 3-1. He's under the pump. That's Leon. Can he tap it away and not get pinged? He can. But the Dogs take it. Inside forward 50. O'Brien's got space and he's marked 30 metres out on a slide angle. Plays on. Jake O'Brien round the body. Goal to Gisborne.
He's had a good second half, O'Brien. He's probably pushed into their forward line a lot more than in their first half. So he's been one of their better players, certainly in the second half of the game.
So the margin at the 27-minute mark is back to 25 points in favour of South Bendigo.
Well, they've pushed, haven't they, Gisborne? They've kept on coming. It's actually respectable now. It's been that, 20, 30-point margin for quite a while. They're super impressed by the Bloods. They continue on. Can't wait to next week's game to be tested against Sandhurst. Both unbeaten sides. The Bloods are going to make the finals.
Oh.
They are. You can just feel it. They've just got that momentum. I know it's only round 4, but gee, Swatton uses his body well. They've got they've got a structure and they've got a belief. Swings it to the opposite side, across half-back. So just slow it down a bit here, Bloods. Footy is with Oscar White. It's been good. Now he goes and plays to Brock Harvey, takes a strong mark on the wing for the Bloods.
Harvey's got better as the game's gone on. Goes towards centre half forward and finds a teammate. So here come the Bloods. Time for another kick in towards full forward. Thumped away. Crumbed by Simpson. Can he get through the traffic? Wants support. Gets it down there from White. White goes wide. Kick off the boot. Chance for Leon. He spills a hand pass out to a teammate whose caught was Antonowitz under the pump. Just got his boot to it. Went nowhere. Pack develops and the umpire will ball it up 25 metres out from the Bloods' goal.
Great work rate by Caden there, though. He was never going to mark it, but you knocked the ball clear of an opponent.
From the ball up, Braden Blake wins it down for the Dogs, but it fell at his feet, and another pack and the umpire balled up again in exactly the same spot. So dying seconds of the game, Bloods have got it down their end, and they'll win the contest. Kick out, taken by Torpy, runs on, goes long. If that was a shot at goal, it wasn't much good. It's gone out on the full, and a penalty free kick will go to the Dogs in the very last line of defence. 29 minutes gone. Final term, 103 Bloods, 78 the Dogs.
While I've been sitting here doing nothing, I've done a little bit of research and facts and figures I'll share with you shortly about the Bloods. Some interesting stuff to keep in mind as it goes down the outer side wing. Dogs still attack. It'll be a long ball. They've got a player on in Kemp who was alone. He jumped at it, had a lot of it.
Well
51. Just dishes out a nice little handball and a short pass to Macklin forward. So a good bit of work by the Dogs. That little short pass came from Scanlon, who's been okay down forward for the Dogs.
Yep.
Macklin forward. On the left. Won't make the distance. Big punch. Good defensive work, Bloods. Hits the behind post, so it'll be out of bounds for a throw-in. No change to the score. 103 Bloods, 78 Gisborne. Ticked over 30 minutes. Final term, Bendigo Football Live on Bendigo's Fresh.
Deep in the forward pocket for the Gisborne Bulldogs. There's the throw-in. Up they go. Tap to the back. Who can take it? Oh, a player took it down there with Scotty Walsh. He was immediately tackled, and the umpire has pinged him for caught with a football. So a free kick will go to the Bloods. White to take it. Oscar White goes across the ground. That's okay. And there is the final bell. And South Bendigo have put in a very, very good performance here at the Queen Elizabeth Oval to defeat Gisborne 16-7, 103 to Gisborne 11-12, 78. That was a Fresh Live score sponsored by Variety.